If you're looking for the best sports memorabilia and card break room on the internet, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tonight's action will move fast, so we want to prep you for what you're about to see on your screen. First, the all-important dice roll number. At the top of the show, the host will randomize a series of numbers. The number selected from the randomizer will become the dice roll number for the entire show. Meaning every mystery box that is broken, the names of every collector will be placed on a list and randomized using the dice roll number for the show. Next, you see this black ticker down here? This shows you which numbers are still available in each and every Ultimate Autographs mystery box series. When a break fills or sells out, the host will ask for a number. This is where you make your selection from. Simply type a number in the chat, and the host will pick the first number they see. Throughout the show, you may see two different types of breaks: divisional and top spot. Divisional breaks are most common. In this format, all 8 individuals who enter a football-themed break will be positioned next to one of 8 football divisions after their names are randomized using the show's dice roll number. When the mystery box is opened, the football division of the team represented in that mystery box becomes the winning division. The lucky collector whose name is randomly placed next to that football division takes home the signed piece of authenticated memorabilia. Our top spot format is typically reserved for giveaways, college-themed series, and non-football breaks. In a top spot break, all names are added to a list. They are randomized using the show's dice roll number. At the end of the randomization, the name at the top becomes the winner of the signed item or prize. Breaking sports memorabilia has never been easier or more fun than it is in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Remember, every mystery box series you see on the show can also be purchased as a personal mystery box that is either shipped directly to your home for you to open, or you can request to have it opened on a future Ultimate Autographs Live Breaks broadcast. Also, while you're waiting for your break to fill, we encourage you to look around ultimateautographs.com to see if you find a piece of memorabilia you love and want to add to your collection. And don't forget, every live break spot you purchase automatically earns you 6% back in UA cash that you can later exchange for a mystery box or a signed item of your choosing. All right, the time has come. Let's break some certified, authentic sports memorabilia in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tell them, boys.
Let's go. Welcome to the Ultimate Autographs Break Room. I'm Kamen here with Dave. We got a big show today, Dave. A big series just dropped on the website. Tequila Tom. We've got a Tom Brady helmet in there. And a lot of other good stuff in that series. A mix of helmets. But that's a really, really good one that we're looking forward to. The brick wall is still up there, and we just had the minis drop last night.
That Tequila Tom is a Break Room exclusive.
Break Room exclusive.
Every single box in that series will be done on stream live on the show. We do offer personals, though, on our break tab, but that is a Break Room exclusive. Sorry, Kamen, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just going to say that is definitely an exciting series, one that I think Tom Brady gets the juices flowing for our fans, and I think we've got, a mix of helmets in there. We've have some of them are authentic helmets. I think some are replicas. Is that right? We got a different mix in there. So. And we have a great list of headliners in that Tequila Tom. Travis Kelsey, Michael Irvin, Kyler Murray, Devontae Adams, Deion Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, Justin Jefferson. And that Jefferson helmet and Taylor helmet, those are even Sanders. I mean, I know the Adams is a flash. We have some unique looking. We have some flashes in there. All sorts of different helmets in there. So that's a really, really good series with a lot of great headliners. Even if you don't get Tom Brady, you're going to get something good. And I'm going to go ahead and get us started with the show. How's everyone doing in the chat? Sup, guy, says Justin Ross. Justin, we're excited to do these breaks. We'll get rolling with our dice roller. We need 6 or higher to play.
Just a heads up as well, it is Thirsty Thursday, so that means buy 5 spots of any break and you get 1 free spot in our jersey break for free. The only thing you have to do once you get those 5 spots in your cart, you do have to add that 6th spot, that free jersey spot from the Ridley Me This series, You do have to add that to your cart, and that total will be taken off once you get to checkout.
And you guys just saw it. Our dice roll is 7. We needed 6 or higher to play. Now we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel to see what our chase of the day is. Everyone that is in a break that is our chase gets entered in a chance to spin the wheel at the end, and it's going to be our Halloween virtual box series. So the way that one works is we will open up the link on our stream here. It'll be live. It's sort of promoting our mystery box series, which you can buy anytime you want, but we open up some boxes live to kind of promote that. You guys will see how that process works, but that is a loot crate box. There's 3 items in there, so you can get 1, 2, or 3. We can have 3 different winners, or we can have the same person win all 3 things. So that's a really good one. I like the Halloween virtual series that we have. All right, folks, we are going to go ahead and get started with our first break of the day. How does that sound, Dave?
Sounds good to me.
Justin Ross says, dang, I didn't know about that Thirsty Thursday. About 5 spots, just not at one time, LOL. Well, Justin, you know now. Going
Active all
forward
day.
on Thursdays, you are set. Speaking of being set, our first break is set. That is Tequila Tom. And we've got Aaron King, Kevin Martin, Cody Myers, and Jeff Grandmason in there. So, folks, if you are in that Tequila Tom series, go ahead and drop us a box number for Tequila Tom. We got 1 through 5 on the ticker. The opener of Tequila Tom. So Tom Brady's in there. All those headliners are just listed. This is the time to pull something good because there's good stuff like crazy in that series. 12, says
12.
Jeff. All right, Jeff.
We can do that.
We can do 12. Actually, it's funny. That works out well. I brought in 1 through 12 in the room. The ticker, we have 1 through 5. But box 12 is handy. I will get you 12. So box 12, number 12, Tom Brady.
There we go.
I guess that's the sense that Jeff is thinking.
I like it.
That could work. Could work. Alrighty, folks, I will go ahead and random up your divisions. See where everyone is. So Tom Brady would now be, instead of the AFC East, he is now in the NFC South.
That's right.
So NFC South will be what you're looking for if you want the Brady. But I listed off those headliners.
There's some good ones.
Pretty solid list of headliners. Brady is obviously Brady, but there's a lot of really good stuff in there.
That Travis Kelsey flash.
Yes.
Very cool.
Oh, man, that is a helmet.
Cool.
I think 7 was our dice roll yesterday when we did the show too, Dave, and that was a good show. So
Most common number rolled on dice.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Highest
to know.
combination of numbers.
Maybe it'll go ahead and bring you folks some luck. There you look at your divisions. I will go ahead and paste those bad boys in. Let's do this. Tequila Tom. That is Cody Myers in the NFC North and NFC South. Kevin Martin in the NFC East. Aaron King in the NFC West. Kevin Martin also is the AFC North. Jeff Grandmason in the AFC South. Kevin Martin in the AFC East. And Cody Myers in the AFC West. Good luck, folks. First, Tequila Tom. We are breaking live in the air. A break room exclusive. That's when you know it's good. Woo! Let's do it. This is a replica helmet. Let's see what we got here. Okay. This is a good way to start this series. How about Hall of Famer O.J. Simpson? Hall of Fame 85. MVP, I think, in 73. Signed his other helmet. The first 2,000-yard rusher. He did it in just 14 games. He was a movie star, a sports announcer. O.J. Simpson, one of the greatest running backs of all time. What a way to start.
Yeah, was that a headliner?
Let's take a look.
I don't think that was a listed headliner, which...
So that tells you how
Tells
good
you
this
that.
series is. That
How
tells
good
you
the stuff.
that tells you what you need to know. That is the AFC East. That is Kevin Martin.
There you go, Kev. Nice hit.
Nice hit, Kevin. O.J. Simpson.
Good way to start that series.
That is a replica helmet. Yes, it is a replica, but it is still a very nice hit, a great player, and a great way to get us started. Kevin Martin.
Nice hit, Kev.
Kevin, if you're in here, let us know if you're happy with that hit. I certainly would be happy if I were you. That is a great, great helmet, a great player. And I said this yesterday, OJ tends to sign his accolades to his helmets. We had the MVP one, and now we got the Hall of Fame one.
When you have as many accolades as he does,
might as well. Might as well. Kevin Martin getting us started.
On the Eclipse, too.
On the Eclipse. Beautiful helmets. As soon as I get this bad boy put away, we are going to do Tequila Tom number 2. So if you guys want to drop us a box number for those, that is Jeff Grand Mason, Lee C. Welcome back, Lee. Cody Myers, Greg Beamer. I'm not sure if Greg is a new customer. I don't recognize that name. And Justin Ross. Justin, good to have you in here. I think Justin was in here a lot last week. Haven't seen you as much recently, but glad to see you're back. If the helmet don't fit, must quit, says Son of Capo. That's right. You're referencing the glove. The O.J. Simpson glove in the famous trial didn't fit.
What a wild... I don't even know what to call that.
Can you imagine if the O.J. Simpson, the whole scenario happened in the modern social media world?
No, I cannot.
Like, it would be absolutely wild.
I mean, it was crazy back then.
Sure.
And there wasn't
all this that we have now.
I mean, the internet wasn't a thing even back then, hardly.
Did you see that series? I did watch the O.J. Simpson series on FX.
I've seen all of them.
It was really, really good.
All of them were very good. Really made me just wonder what it would have been like to be alive back then. And
absolutely. That would have been wild.
Whole thing unfold. Crazy.
Justin Ross says, helmet box 8 on Tequila Tom 2. All right.
There we go.
Box 8. That is my lucky number. And that has brought people some luck in this break room in the past.
There we go.
Box number 8.
And hey, James, I just saw that you bought some spots in that Tequila Tom. I just want to let you know it is Thirsty Thursday. It looks like you bought 4 spots. If you want to buy any more today, if you buy 5, you get a free spot in our jersey break for free. You just have to add it to your cart manually. Just wanted to give you a heads up there.
Thirsty Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, I will go ahead and random up your divisions for Tequila Tom number 2. All right. Here's what we got. We're going 7 times, as is our dice roll. This is an awesome, awesome series.
It really is.
The list of names on there, and some of those guys we don't see in the break room a lot. Like, I haven't seen much Michael Irvin, haven't seen much Travis Kelsey.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunities to get some unique hits there.
A lot of cool stuff.
A lot of cool stuff. All right, I'll throw you guys off the randomizer. You see who's up top. Here's your divisions. NFC North is Greg Beamer, Jeff G in the NFC South, Cody Myers in the NFC East, Jeff Grand Mason in the NFC West, Cody Myers in the AFC North, Justin Ross in the AFC South, Lee in the AFC East, and Cody Myers in the AFC West. Here we go. Tequila Tom number 2. We had the O.J. Simpson replica helmet in the first one. Got us off to a great start. Let's see what we got here. All right. How is everyone in the chat doing today? Hopefully you're having a good Thursday afternoon.
Best day of the week.
Best day of the week, according to Dave.
Yes, sir.
It's a pretty good day.
Always.
This is an interesting hit. Speaking of unique, how about an Eagles Lunar?
Nice.
This is a replica as well. Ron Jaworski. Ron Jaworski. Jaws.
There we go.
We know him as the ESPN announcer, but before that, he was a longtime Eagles quarterback, a very good one. He has one of the most unique NFL records. I don't know if you know what it is, Dave.
I don't.
99-yard touchdown pass. He shares that record with several other quarterbacks, but he threw a 99-yard touchdown pass.
There we go.
Ron Jaworski. You stayed relevant for many years by being an NFL quarterback and then an NFL analyst. Ron Jaworski is a guy that many generations recognize.
I didn't even know they were the same person until about a month ago.
There you go.
I had no idea.
Well, Jaws has his influence. Ron Jaworski, that is the NFC East, and that is Cody Myers with
Nice
Jaws.
Nice hit.
Nicely done, Cody.
Those Eagle
Jaworski.
Lunars are very clean.
They are
Very,
clean
very
indeed. Take my fleece off. It's getting warm in here. It's toasty.
Getting a little toasty.
Getting a little toasty. That means that we got a lot of helmets in here.
Yup.
Means we got a lot of equipment. Speaking of helmets, before I forget, I'll leave this bad boy on for a second while I write the note, but we will have our Dutch item. We'll roll that baby out here in a second. It's a pretty nice helmet on the Dutch as well.
Uh-huh.
Cody Myers, congrats on that hit. Ron Jaworski. I like those guys that are known for multiple things. Actually, we've pulled 2 football player announcers. That's the theme of the day so far. We had O.J. Simpson was a broadcaster. Now we have Ron Jaworski as a broadcaster. So
There we go.
I think it's easier to get one of those broadcasting jobs after you have a very successful career.
I would say so.
It's not bad to have you in the booth, have you as an analyst. People know who you are.
And they want to hear what you have to say. I've got a much easier time listening and taking into account what somebody like Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tony Romo has to say than, Steve Levy, for example. You got to have
That's right.
those color commentators.
And
in there.
Tony Romo is probably my personal favorite. I think
I agree, but he's
is
been getting
awesome.
a lot of heat lately, and I think it's not entirely misplaced. I still do love Tony Romo.
Right.
I think he really catapulted his broadcasting career that first year when he was in the booth and he was just predicting everything that was going to happen. And it seems like he's kind of moved away from that in the booth now. And he's kind of just goofing around with Jim Nantz, it seems almost like. It's kind of odd. But
Yeah.
I do love to listen to what Tony has to say when he's talking about the game.
He's very smart. I love those predictions. Son of Capel says, anyone is better than Joe Buck.
You got that right.
All righty.
You got that right.
Our Dutch item of the day is Baker Mayfield. We'll start that bad boy off on $5.85. The retail is $5.95. We'll start him on $5.85. I got that small signature. This is a beautiful looking helmet. Baker Mayfield, you can see there's really almost nothing wrong with it. The only imperfection that we have on that helmet, and I don't know, yeah, you can see it on the screen. There is a scratch on the back of the helmet. That is the one imperfection we have listed. It is Beckett certified. The helmet is clean. The signature is clean. We just have a very slight scratch on the back of the helmet. That is an authentic Baker Mayfield. $5.85 on our website. You can have that now for $5.85. We will be lowering it throughout the show if no one hops on and buys this bad boy.
But as you all know, there's only one of them. So once it sells, it's gone.
Yes, we don't have Baker Mayfield's another guy that we don't have a lot of stuff of. So it's a unique hit and a good one to get. So filling up, getting close. Tequila Tom 3 is filled up, looks like.
Yes, sir.
So we will move on to Tequila Tom number 3. That is Jeff Grandmason, Justin Ross, Bob Boulay, Trenton Bonet. We got a Boulay and a Bonet. I hope I'm saying those names right. Larry Rossland, much easier to say. Robert Myers, and then Justin Ross as well, folks. So if you are in Tequila Tom number 3, let us have a box number. Box 2, says Justin. All right, I will take box 2 off the ticker. So we know that bad boy's gone. We do have 1, 3, 4, and 5 up on the ticker. I do have boxes 1 through 12 in the room. I know we had 12 already called. So if you guys keep those numbers to those low numbers, that makes it easiest for us. Box 2, very easy. I will get that for you right now, Justin. The ones that are at the bottom and the middle of the shelves are the hardest ones to get.
Yup.
But they're all here. Box number 2. See the box number 2 right there. I will go ahead and random up your folks. Jeff, Justin, Bob, Trenton, Larry, Robert, all in here. A lot of customers we see around here a lot, folks. Thank you for hopping back on the program. We will random you up now 7 times. You clicking Dave could only mean good things. A lot of orders coming through.
Bringing them in, yes, sir.
Bringing them
filling up
in.
These Tequila Toms pretty quick.
Awesome. Good to see. There are your divisions. We randomize you up 7 times. we'll go ahead and pop this in. I always like to say the divisions out loud because some people may not see it as well. I don't know if they're streaming from their phone, if they're, not really looking. So I'll go ahead and read those off for you. NFC North, Robert Myers, Justin Ross in the NFC South, Larry Rossland in the NFC East, Jeff G, NFC West and AFC North, Bob in the AFC South, Trenton in the AFC East, and Justin also has the AFC West. Good luck, everybody. Big football game tonight, Dave. Cardinals and Packers.
Yes, sir.
7-0 against 6-1.
Yup.
Packers without Devontae Adams.
It's probably the biggest spread you'll ever see between 7-0 and 6-1 team matchup.
6 to 6.5 points for the Cardinals.
Big spread.
Whew, I'm conflicted on that one.
I agree. It could go. I think it's either going to be a 3-point game or a 20-plus point game.
Okay.
No in between.
Okay. We'll see. I think the Cardinals are going to win. I think, and if someone's going to upset someone, it is the Cardinals. I know the Packers are actually 6-0. Aaron Rodgers is without Devontae Adams, which is crazy to think about. But if the Packers are not going to blow out the Cardinals without Devontae Adams, they're either going to win close or they'll lose close or get blown out. But if someone's going to get a blowout, I think it's the Cardinals.
I could see both teams.
Okay.
I could absolutely see the Cardinals kind of cracking under the 7-0. They're tired. J.J. Watt is out for the season.
That was a
Kinda
heartbreaker.
I know DeAndre Hopkins is questionable. He's obviously going to play. I could truly see it going either way, blowout or a very close game.
How about this nice Eclipse helmet? This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Nice. Let's go.
Clyde is a
That's a
super
sweet one.
talented running back for the Chiefs. That is an Eclipse. He's got the red signature with the red KC Chiefs. Clyde is currently injured. I think he'll be back soon. But he's got a lot of talent. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. He was a national champ in college at LSU with Joe Burrow. He's done a lot of winning with the Chiefs. Once he gets back and healthy, the Chiefs get things figured out. He'll be a good running back for years to come.
Yeah, I think he's coming back around week 10 this
Okay.
year. So he's on the short-term IR, but yeah, no, he's a stud. And
He's
hard
on-
not to be a stud on that offense.
Yeah,
they have been struggling a little bit.
They have been struggling a little bit. He's on my fantasy team. He struggled a little bit, but I think he's a guy who can figure it out. I mean, I think Andy Reid is a great coach. He has a lot of weapons around him. I think he's going to figure it out. The defense, though, I'm a little bit more concerned about in Kansas City. Andy Reid doesn't coach the defense, and they don't have the same personnel they do on offense. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a pretty good hit. That's one of those guys for Justin Ross who says, sweet! That is a replica son of Capo. It is a replica on the Helaire. He's an LSU fan as well, so that works very nice for you, Justin. Glad you like that helmet. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a guy whose stock can only go up. I know in the memorabilia business, people look for guys who can maybe go up, young players who could become great players. I think he's a good player. He has potential to be a great player. We will see what happens. But if you're an LSU fan, that is a double hit. Justin Ross, the LSU Tiger fan.
Nice hit, Justin.
Nice. That LSU Tiger team, the national championship team, had Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That team had just an insane amount of talent. And they went undefeated in the new system with the extra games. One of the all-time great college teams, for sure.
Yeah, they were pretty fun to watch. I'm not a huge college football guy, but they were a lot of fun to watch.
Well, and you can tell that those guys were going to be great in the NFL too. You could tell right away how good that LSU football team was, and you know how good they are because we have a lot of them in the break room. We have Justin Jefferson in here pretty often. I think he's a headliner in this series. Actually, Justin Jefferson is a headliner in the Tequila Tom series. I think he's a headliner in one of our series.
Jake, how you doing, man? And Jeff, box number 32 for Tequila Tom. I don't think we have 32 in the room. I think we've got...
We got 1, 3, 4, 5, and I think I brought the first 12. I think 12 was called out. So we should have 8 was done. So we should basically have everything 1 through 12 except for 8. Which one did we just do? We just did
8,
2, and 12, I think, are gone.
Yes, sir.
Why did Baker sign so small on that helmet? I'm not sure.
It's a great question.
That's a great question.
He was taking the opposite approach that Bernie Kosar usually takes by taking up the entire helmet.
Sure.
And it's funny because the Browns are one of few helmets that you really can take up the entire helmet with your signature. You've got as much real estate as you could possibly need. Kind of funny.
Absolutely. Box 4, says Jeff. We will get box 4 for the next Tequila Tom. Why don't we get that Baker down to 550? There is just a very small blemish on the back of the helmet. The signature is perfect. Would smaller signatures devalue the item? That is a great question. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Especially because Baker signs like that on, I think, every single item. Any Baker autograph that I've seen is like that. I don't think it devalues it at all.
I think Baker Mayfield does that to be specific, to be different.
Yeah, it's just kind of, that's their signature, you know? He does have small hands, doesn't he?
He does.
You can tell when he holds the football there.
And you know, Baker Mayfield had a great season last season. I know he struggled this season, but it's because he's been playing hurt. It's hard to play hurt in the National Football League.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just makes such a big difference. The game is so fast that if you're playing hurt, it just makes your life really, really hard. I have that box number. I'm going to write down a couple more box numbers that we have in the room, folks, for the Tequila Tom, so that it makes it easier for me and you going forward. So I will get box 4 here, and I'm going to update the ticker with box numbers we have here in the room. So,
and I'll go grab some more of those boxes real quick.
Sure.
Kamen.
Those are fine off the shelves. I brought in
Yes, sir.
12. I thought we were in good shape, but you guys are loving Tequila Tom. So we got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, and 11 for the next Tequila Tom. This is box number 4. So bringing in a few more boxes too, so we'll have plenty more. Jake, I don't know if there, or Justin, sorry, I don't know if there's a specific website to look up value on minis, helmets, and jerseys. You know, I've done that myself, and I found that there's very different websites that list very different values. So I don't know if you guys in the chat know a specific website that is good for you guys, but I've personally seen a lot of different things on that, because since I've started working here, that's something that's been really, really curious to me. So I don't know if there's one go-to website. Sonic Capel says eBay sold items is best way to compare. So that's one way to look at it for sure. Here's a look at our divisions. Take you off the list randomizer and post that in for Tequila Tom number 4. We got Jeff G in the NFC North, Kevin Martin in the NFC South, James Capel as the NFC East, West, and AFC North, Kevin with the AFC South, James also as the AFC East, and Jeff G with the AFC West. Sonic Capel, thank you for giving Justin some suggestions. We always appreciate those. Box number 4, your divisions have been randomed up. There's a look at your divisions on Tequila Tom number 4. You guys have already seen what we've pulled in here. We pulled an O.J. Simpson, not a headliner. We pulled Ron Jaworski, Jaws, a little bit unique. A lot of good stuff in this series, not just the headliners. But pretty much all the headliners are still on the website, actually. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire we pulled. So besides Brady, I know we have Travis Kelsey and many other, Michael Irvin, Devontae Adams. We got classic guys, current guys. We have everything in this series.
What do we pull there, Kamen?
I'm about to read it, actually.
Oh, all right.
So this is a guy. Earlier we were doing broadcasters who were, great players, great broadcasters.
That's a sweet helmet.
How about a great player and a great coach and a great signature, Mike Ditka,
Yeah.
coach of the '85 Bears, perhaps the greatest team of all time. Before that, he was a superstar tight end. He was really the first tight end that made it popular to catch passes.
I believe he was the first tight end to have 1,000 yards receiving in a season.
Yes,
and I believe he did it with either 12 games.
Yes.
If not, it was 14, but I'm almost.
I think it was 12
99%
games.
sure it's
Also,
12, which is insane.
yeah, Mike Ditka did a little bit of everything. Actually, he also has been a sportscaster as well. So he's been great in many areas. Mike Ditka, he's a huge name. We do record in the Chicagoland area. A lot of our viewers probably know this, but if you don't, around these parts, as big of a name as it gets, Mike Ditka.
And a movie star.
And a movie star.
Kicking and Screaming.
Kicking and Screaming.
Extremely underrated movie.
That's
That
a good
is
movie.
Hilarious.
That is a good movie.
Mike Ditka also knocks it out of the park. He did really just have to play himself as the role, but it's so funny. And it was 14 games. It was 14 games for 1,000 yards.
Jake says
Crazy.
that's fire. That is fire. Jeff Grandmason. Jeff, congratulations. Ditka helmet.
Nice hit.
Nice hit,
sweet.
Jeff.
On the Eclipse, too.
On the Eclipse.
I don't know why, but that Eclipse looks especially clean.
It looks very clean.
It's awesome.
Very, very clean. Coffee shop scene in that movie is gold, says Son of Capo. Absolutely. Justin says, I agree, Jake. I've won tons of Bears stuff, and they all look great. Yeah, there's something special about those Bears helmets.
You got that right.
And I like them on the Eclipse. I like them on the Flash. You can't go wrong with the Bears helmet.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Jeff Grandmason, Mike Ditka. All right, Jeff.
The coffee shop scene.
Yeah. I need to watch that movie.
We'll do a half calf.
Yeah. It's been a few years since I've watched it. I did enjoy that movie myself.
I actually just watched it. The last time I watched it was about a year ago.
Okay.
My roommate, one of my 3 roommates, moved in, and we had no internet, no cable, no anything.
Okay.
And that was one of 3 movies I had on DVD.
All right.
Pop that into the laptop. Oh, it was hilarious.
That is awesome.
Blast from the past.
That is a good movie to have. Kicking and screaming. I would not have thought we'd be talking about kicking and screaming today, but you never know what we talk about in the UA Live Break Room. We have a little bit of everything in here, and we have all sorts of hits, all sorts of folks that have done all sorts of things. The theme today is definitely NFL players who have become TV and movie stars. O.J. Simpson, Mike Ditka, Ron Jaworski. They're all doing stuff.
There we go.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
And something I just learned about this Tequila Tom series.
Okay.
I'm sure our customers probably know it before I did even. But every single helmet in that series is a specialty. So Eclipse, Lunar, Flash, Amp. We've got all of it. And it's no standard variations in that series. So that's pretty cool.
And you can see that in the
That's where
headliner list. Devontae Adams, I think, is a Flash right there. We have, Kyler Murray is a Lunar, I think. Which one? Lawrence Amp? Is the Amp is Justin Jefferson an Amp? I think
believe so.
I think that looks like an Amp. The yellow Justin Jefferson and Travis Kelsey.
That's a Flash.
Oh, it's a Flash. Okay, that one's a Flash.
Really cool.
Devontae Adams is a Flash. And Lawrence Taylor, that one looks nice too. So Danny Dollar's Cash has OJ and Naked Gun. That's right. OJ was a star in Naked Gun.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a old movie. I have seen it, but I saw it like so long ago that I don't really remember it. But I know he was kind of a star, kind of a little bit before our time, Dave. But a lot of folks have definitely seen those classic O.J. Simpson movies.
Well, he's not in as many now.
No.
Because he doesn't spend a lot of time in California.
Sure.
Because he doesn't want to run into the
That's right.
real killer.
The killer. That's right. He's got to keep himself safe.
He's got to make sacrifices first.
That's right. O.J. Simpson. He does take time to sign some things, though.
He does.
He does take time to sign because that's a guy we have in this UA Live Break Room a lot.
Yeah.
Brick Wall #1 just sold out, I think, looks like.
Did it?
I think so. Brick Wall #1.
I might have missed that one, but let me check here.
On my end, it says sold out.
Well, let me check, see if something maybe didn't come through.
OJ was a star in the OJ documentary, haha, says Jake, or Jakeem as I call him. Absolutely. That was a great documentary. I really, really enjoy that one.
There's a couple of them out. One of them's like a documentary. One of them's like a, not a mockumentary, but it's like a reenactment, basically, of what happened with the guy from Friends. I know he was on that, so that was a really good one.
Sure. Ross? He was in the OJ documentary, too. I don't know the actor's name. The guy that plays Ross. Yes. Justin Ross says he closed it out. Justin, we will take a look at that. And while we do that, let's take another look at this Baker Mayfield Dutch item. We have it at $550 on the website. We can probably get it down to $500, I think, as soon as we get those orders figured out. There's a beautiful helmet. It's an Eclipse. It's a full-size authentic for Baker Mayfield. The only minor imperfection is that there is a scratch on the back of the helmet. So you can see that scratch there. Otherwise, it's perfect. Signature on the autograph is perfect. It is a full-size authentic helmet on Baker Mayfield. So that is our Dutch item for today. It'll be down to $500 here shortly. Actually, I'll leave it up on the screen until we get that brick wall all set up and ready to go.
go.
Brick wall is ready to go. That is Robert Myers, Justin Ross, Angela Perry, a new customer. Welcome to the UA Live Break Room, Angela. Kevin Martin, Robert Myers, and Chris Stanhope. So if you're in there, brick wall number 1, we have 24, 25, 26, 31, and 38 on the ticker and in the room. Justin says 24. I will get 24. I will take it off the ticker right now. The brick wall has been the big series the last couple days. Really, really nice series. A lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, that one's coming to an end already.
Yeah,
you guys cooked through that one.
I think we have about 15 left. I think there's a few in the back as well, but we are probably about 15 out of 50. Rough estimate. Don't quote me on that, but we are closing in. $24. There it is. 24.
And hey, Justin Ross. So I see you just bought 5 spots. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw you into that Ridley Me This for Thirsty Thursday. For that 6th spot is the one that's free. I will throw you in there though. I will make sure you get that free spot there. So I'll give you 2 spots in that Ridley Me This series. Let me know if you have any questions on that, but that Thirsty Thursday is you buy 5 and you get 1 free. That 6th one is the free one.
Box 24.
Oh,
Thanks, man. Absolutely. He appreciates that.
Sweet. Awesome. Glad that works out. We got Ridley Me This.
All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and randomize your divisions. Angela, welcome to the break room. I'm not sure if you're watching, but we appreciate you here. Angela Perry, new customer. Welcome her in, folks. A lot of new customers the last few weeks. Love to see it. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and drop that referral program here in a second when I get a chance. We do have a customer referral program where you basically get $30 off, and as does your friend. There's a look at our divisions. Brick wall number 1. Alrighty, so we got Justin in the NFC North, Kevin in the NFC South, Chris in the NFC East, Kevin in the NFC West, Justin in the AFC North, Robert Myers in the AFC South, Angela in the NFC East, and Robert Myers in the AFC West. Jake, you have friends? I know you're friends with Donnie. You're friends with all of us in the UA Live break room, so you do have some friends. But you can't refer us. Gotta refer someone else. Good luck, guys. Brick wall number 1. All right, let's see what we got in here. We were talking about how all the Bears helmets look nice.
We got another one?
We got another one.
There we go.
How about Dan Hampton, Hall of Fame 2002. He was a member of the 85 Bears, one of the greatest teams of all time. He was an all-pro guy, a Pro Bowler. Dan Hampton.
One of the best Bears signatures, I think.
Let's go, says Justin Ross. Justin Ross gets the NFC North again, and we have another Bears hit.
There you go, Justin.
Justin. I might have been Jeff G that actually had the Bears hit on Ditka, but Dan Hampton. Nice. We haven't had Hampton that much lately. I think we had a ton of him in the break room, but lately we've had a Dan Hampton break. And here's Dan Hampton again. When you're a Hall of Famer, a Super Bowl champ, multi-pro guy, all-pro guy, like, it never gets old. Truly. Dan Hampton. He's got one of the best signatures. I think you said that earlier, Dave, but it is a beautiful signature. Clean. Justin Ross. Justin, are you a Bears fan? I think you're a Bears fan, because I'm a Bears fan. Dave's a Bears fan.
They're down.
We love to see the Bears stuff. We have a lot of Bears stuff in here. I think we have Bears, Cowboys, and Chiefs. Maybe are the teams we have most. I mean, it's hard to say, but as a Bears and Chiefs fan,
I would say we're pretty well diversified.
We're well diversified for sure, but those are ones that we see a lot. But we try and cover all you folks. I mean, We want everyone to have their team represented in the ULI break room, and that is what we do. Here, a bear, there, a bear, everywhere, a bear, says Son of Capel. That's right, Chop. That's right. Justin Ross. Very nice. I think Justin was the one that got himself the Clyde Edwards-Helaire, LSU fan. Got himself the Bears now. Bears fan. Works out nicely. I have so much Bears, Fields, Ditka, Hampton, Perry, Tillman, the list goes on.
It's a nice little set there.
That's a great collection.
Sweet collection.
You can have like your little Bears corner in your man cave.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great.
And the interesting thing about memorabilia, which is really kind of specific to not just sports memorabilia, but memorabilia in general of collections, is the more Bears stuff you get, you can sell them as a set or as a collection. You can actually get more for that by selling in bulk, quote unquote. Whereas most of the time, if somebody's buying more items, you give them a little discount, but you've gone through the trouble of collecting them, gathering them all up, and put them in one nice collection. So it's honestly a good thing to have a lot of the same team, I think.
That's what Justin Ross has. Awesome, Justin. Speaking of Justin Ross and company, Tequila 5, Tequila Tom. And Justin's already ready with the box number. He's got 7 for us. So I will take that off the ticker, and I will get 7 for you in a second. But we got Jeff Grandmason, Larry Rossland, Kevin Martin, Chris Stanhope, and Justin Ross all in Tequila Tom number 5. We've pulled 4 boxes in Tequila Tom. Not a single headliner gone. Devontae Adams, Deion Sanders, Justin Jefferson, Kyler Murray, Lawrence Taylor, Travis Kelsey, Michael Irvin, and of course, Tom Brady himself are all still there. And as Dave mentioned earlier, all of those are specialty helmets, whether it's a flash, an amp, etc., etc. Something special about every single helmet in that series. Dice roll is 7. Box number is 7. There's a look at your divisions in the list randomizer. I will copy those into our spreadsheet so you guys can take a look at what we got. I will read it off just so you hear it. Jeff Grandmason in the NFC North, Kevin Martin in the NFC South. Jeff has the East, and Kevin Martin has the West in the NFC. Larry Rossland, single spot in the AFC North. Justin Ross, single spot in the AFC South. Chris Stanhope, single spot in the AFC East. And then we got Kevin Martin in the NFC West. All it takes is one. We have everyone with 1 or 2 slots in this one. So this should be a fun one. Tequila Tom, number 5. And actually, you did call out the box number first. I meant to get the box number first. I randomized first, but we know it's box number 7. We will get that for you. Box 7, Tequila Tom. This series is out of 50 boxes, which you may know if you head to our website. So, a lot more boxes to open up. 5 down, 45 to go. Chasing that Tom Brady helmet. There's Tom Brady on the Bucks. I think that's a lunar, I believe, on the Brady.
Bucks. I think I am in the big minority here. I think a Bucks one is worth more than a Patriots one.
You think so?
I think so. And I
It's
think
new,
it's only
it's
going to
fresh.
go more and more up in value.
Yeah, it's new.
There's just less of them.
There's less of them. Exactly.
I'm taking the approach of the simple supply and demand here.
That makes a lot of sense.
And the Bucks win really cemented him, I think, as the GOAT.
I think so. I think that showed that the question was Brady or Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Belichick struggling a little bit. Brady showing people up.
Yep. And obviously, those are 2 very different situations as an organizational.
Sure, it's
outlook.
it's a team game for sure.
Yep.
And Brady didn't win a playoff game his last season there, so they were already on the decline.
Yep.
How about this beautiful looking Eclipse helmet? We saw the Eagles on a lunar earlier. How about the Eagles on an Eclipse? That is Donovan McNabb.
Nice.
One of the best quarterbacks in the late 90s, early 2000s. A guy ahead of his time, a guy who can pass, a guy who can run. A really, really good player. Took care of the ball, made 4 NFC championship games, 1 Super Bowl, multi-time Pro Bowler. Had the great soup commercials with his mom. He did a little bit of everything. That is the NFC East. And that is Jeff Grandmason. Look at that Eclipse Eagles helmet. I can't decide if I like the Eagles better on an Eclipse or a Lunar. They're both beautiful.
They're both awesome. If I had a gun to my head, I'd probably have to take the Lunar. Just based off of its cleanness.
Sure.
Of the whites. There's something about that white.
Yeah.
But
I'm a fan of Lunars for sure.
Same deal with the Eclipses, man. Those are clean.
Those are clean. Jeff Grandmason, I think your second win of the day. Congratulations,
nice hit,
Jeff.
Nice hit.
Donovan McNabb. Jake says, thanks for the econ thought process, Dave. Yeah, you're a big economics guy, Dave.
I was an econ major in college for a short 2 semesters.
Oh, I struggled in college with economics, so that's impressive.
It was a fun class.
Robert Anderson says, thanks, UA. I just received the largest box ever delivered today with all my items. The FedEx guy was struggling. Love to hear it. Robert Anderson
There you go, Robert.
has been winning a lot, so congratulations, Robert. We love to hear it. Jeff says, that's cool looking. Thanks. Jeff, I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah, that's a nice win.
McNabb helmets on the Eclipse. This series is straight fire, Dave.
It really is.
Straight fire. Not a single bad hit. And not a single headliner pulled yet. We've went through 5 Tequila Toms. All 5 have been excellent. And we still haven't pulled a headliner. How about that?
Love that.
Love that.
Anybody that has some stake or looking for some stake in the game tonight, the Packers are without their top 3 receivers.
Okay.
It was just be made official. MVS will not play tonight.
Okay.
That means Devontae Adams, Allen Lazard, and MVS are all out.
So you're telling me to take the Cardinals minus 6.5. Maybe it'll move to 7 later tonight. Cardinals by touchdown?
I would probably dabble more on the money line. 6.5 is a lot against Aaron Rodgers.
Does the money line, does it pay out a lot? I don't know how much it pays out.
Like 200. So,
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I would also tell you to maybe look into picking up Randall Cobb on fantasy.
Yeah?
He is their clear-cut wide receiver one. He's got to throw the ball somewhere.
He's got a pass connection with Rodgers, too. They've played together for a while.
And they've proven that connection is still there.
Absolutely.
He's been having a decent season as a 10th-year guy, Randall
Sure.
Cobb.
That's crazy. He's been in the league 10 years.
This is his 11th year. Isn't
time
that nice?
flies when you're having fun. Dave, let's knock that Baker Mayfield down to, let's say, 475.
Okay.
Tunyon is going to go ham, says Jake. That's Robert Tunyon, his tight end. Yeah, I think he's going to have a great game as well.
Yeah, he could have a 2-touchdown game. I would not be even slightly surprised if
Look at that. Jake and Robert Anderson are on the same page. Tunyon should have a great
There you go.
game. That's, I had Robert Tunyon in fantasy last season. He did pretty good for me last year. So
I had him. I actually made a trade that he was involved in. I got him on my team.
Okay.
I've since cut him.
Okay.
It was very frustrating. But he's a guy that can go out and score 2 touchdowns. Just like I said, like there's any game, there's a possibility that he is their target in the red zone. You just never know when that game's going to come.
Absolutely. Tequila Tom sold out again. Tequila Tom number 6 says sold out on my end. Guys, a couple other series to keep you updated. Let's keep rolling with the Tequila Tom, but we are actually close on a few other series. 3 slots left in Brick Wall. Number 2, we actually only have 1 slot left in our Jersey series, and as Dave pointed out at the start of the show, it is Thirsty Thursday. You buy 5 break spots, you get a free slot into our Jersey series, and we also have only 2 slots left in our Majestic Mini Helmet series. That's a double box break. We just rolled that out last night, so a lot of great stuff still to go there. And our chase is the Halloween virtual loot crate. 6 spots left in that one. So a lot of great things on our website.
Yes, sir. Tequila Tom 6 is ready to go for you.
Tequila Tom 6 is ready to go. That is Mike Chapla, Jeff Grandmason, James Capel. Welcome, James. And Kevin Martin in there. So if you guys want to get us a box number for Tequila Tom number 6, let us know. I think that's 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, and 11. I believe, so Dave, correct me if I'm wrong. Cody Myers asks, do you have to buy 5 spots in the same break to get the free spot? No. There could be 5 spots in any break.
Any 5 spots, but just make sure that you manually add that 6th spot for the Jersey break, and it'll automatically take that off of your total.
So 5 in any slot, then you manually add the Jersey break. So I think we had someone that didn't do that. Dave, of course, put it in for you because Dave takes care of you folks as always. And we do here in the ULI break room, we try to help you guys out as much as possible. Jeff helping us out with a box number that is 11 on Tequila Tom. Jeff, I will go ahead and get that for you. Tequila Tom number 11. I'll go ahead and throw a couple more box numbers that I noticed there. 13 and 14 as well available for Tequila Tom, since we are going really, really hot in that one. Cody Meyer says, okay, I bought 3 spots in each of the first 2 Tequila Tom breaks. Is it possible to still get the free spot? So I think the way it works, Cody, is it 5 orders at the same time, or how does that work, Dave?
So it's 5 orders at the same time. Cody, I will put you in that spot for those past orders, but that is the last time I'm going to do that for you guys. You guys got to make sure that you're putting all 6 of those break spots in there. I know that we didn't have a little banner running today on that, so I will do that for you, Cody. But just make sure, guys, if you guys want to buy more than 5 spots, or if you want to get that 6th spot free, you got to add all 5 in one purchase.
Yes, so
and that's
all
just
5 in the same
way
purchase.
The promo goes.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Cody says, thanks, Dave. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Awesome. All right, here we go. Tequila Tom, number 6. 5 Tequila Toms down. No headliners pulled yet. All the headliners are still there. And Dave, when you get these fancy-looking bags, so these beautiful Ultimate Live autograph bags, what does that mean?
Means it's a good sign.
It means it's a good sign. It usually means it's an authentic helmet. This one is, in fact, a full-size authentic helmet. It's an Eclipse. It is Chase Claypool of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
There we go.
Chase Claypool is a very talented wide receiver. We talked about this before the show. Juju Smith-Schuster is out. Claypool's going to get a lot more looks. I think Ben Roethlisberger is in the tail end of his career. I think Pittsburgh is going to get themselves a great quarterback, and Claypool's going to have someone great with them for years to come. Oh, holy cow. I got ahead of myself here. I forgot to randomize you guys. Let's see. Let me see who's in this break. All right, so I forgot to randomize you guys. I'm sorry about that, folks. Creature of habit. I haven't done that since my first week here. I got so excited for Tequila Tom. So I'm going to go ahead and randomize you guys. So, Dave, you think we should... I guess we'll do it differently. Donnie does it all the time, don't worry. So
let's just randomize that list, and whoever falls in that division will
whoever falls in that division will get it. Sorry about that, guys. I'm so excited about Tequila Tom, Dave.
Don't blame you.
It's exciting. It's exciting stuff.
Don't blame you.
All right, so here's a look at your divisions. Actually, I'm going to randomize you guys one more time here. All right, I'm going to paste all those names in there. That's Mike Chapla, Jeff Grand Mason, Jeff Capel, and Kevin Martin. Here are your names. Here's the list randomizer. We're going 7 times. Jake, I really appreciate the vote of confidence. It happens once in a while to the best of us. So we have 6 and we have 7. So here's your list. James Capel up top, Jeff Grand Mason, James Capel, Jeff Grand Mason, James Capel, Mike Chapla, and Kevin Martin. You guys see that it's been done 7 times. So I'm going to go ahead and now paste this into your divisions. Normally we give you the divisions before, but we got so excited about Tequila Tom that we're doing things backwards. Backwards Thursday. So that is actually the AFC North, and that is, it's a 5th spot break, haha, says Matt Menard. Jeff Grand Mason, AFC North. Jeff Grand Mason is heating up. Claypool, authentic. That is a full-size authentic helmet. You know it's authentic because it's heavy. You see what it looks like on the inside. It comes with this warning sign. Comes with the fancy Ultimate Autographs bag. You know it's good. Chase Claypool. Nice hit, Jeff. Jeff's on fire today.
Yeah,
I think he's hit about 3 things, Jeff.
Have yourself a day.
Have yourself a day. Can still do it, no big deal, says Jeff. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate it. You guys know we all have good intentions. you just get excited sometimes. You know, when I see those boxes, just want to pull those helmets. It's an exciting day. Chase Claypool. Full-size authentic. 6 Tequila Toms down. Still no headliners off the board. All the headliners on Tequila Tom, including Tom Brady himself,
Yes, sir.
are still there. The GOAT, Tom Brady. We have different GOATs there. Lawrence Taylor, probably the GOAT defensive players in there. Travis Kelsey, I think probably by the time he retires is going to be the GOAT tight end. We have several GOATs in that series. I mean, we have, who else we have? We have Deion Sanders, probably the GOAT corner, maybe. I know he was a bit of a returner. He did a bit of different things, but I mean, he's definitely up there.
I would say we could give Deion the GOAT of dual sport athletes.
Dual sport athletes. I think he has to get a slight edge over Bo Jackson because he stayed healthy and did it longer.
If
and
Bo Jackson could have stayed healthy, he would have been absolutely.
I think Deion Sanders was more dominant at football at his position than Bo Jackson was.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Bo Jackson never made it to the roster of a playoff MLB team. I know Deion didn't play,
sure,
but he was on the roster. He was in the stadium, in the dugout, ready to play in the playoffs. Like, even to make it into that dugout is so crazy.
Yeah,
that they were willing to give a spot to him.
Jake says, "Is Dave the GOAT of co-hosts?" He is definitely in the conversation. He is in the conversation. We have a lot of great co-hosts in the UA Live break room. I will not pick a favorite, but Dave is definitely in the conversation without question. So we'll do Ridley Me This number 1 next. I think Ridley Me This number 1.
Yes, sir.
Our jersey series. It is Thirsty Thursday. You buy 5 items in the same order. You get the 6th one free if you select Ridley Me This as your 6th order. Once you select it, you will see it crossed off, so it'll be free to you. So Thirsty Thursday, buy 5 orders,
5 spots
in any breaks on the same order. You get a Ridley Me This jersey series for free.
That's correct. It's a spot in the series.
Spot in the series. Chris Spearing says, "Is Kirk Cousins in that break, David?" Nice.
I wish.
Nice.
He'd be the GOAT of underrated players. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So we have Jesse Renteria, relatively new customer. Jesse, glad to have you back. Daniel Cash, Michael Lepre, Daniel Cash, Justin Ross, and Cody Myers in that Ridley Me This number 1. If you guys want to get us a box number, we've got 16, 25, 26, 27, and 28 on the ticker and in the room. Kirk Cousins. That's awesome. So yeah, Justin, I know you're in here. If you're in here, whoever else is in this break, if you're in here, let us know on that box number. Otherwise, I will random up the numbers. Legit Fantasy Sports says 38. Then he said 28 and then 26. So we will go with 28 because 38 is not on the ticker. Legit Fantasy Sports just beat out Justin Ross and Cody Myers. So I'm going to go ahead and get 28 of the jerseys. And then I will take that off the ticker. 28. He must have probably just typed the 3 instead of the 2, I'm guessing. We all make mistakes. That's how it happens. All right. Let me go through the main camera here. Woo! Busy room. Busy room.
You
A lot of
got
stuff.
that right.
Gotta organize this so I don't get boxed in. All right. Ridley Me This. Number 1, Thirsty Thursday. Free jersey break with your 6th order in the same one. All right, so I will go ahead and randomize you guys up here for your divisions. I will hold my excitement down and randomize first. A lot of good stuff in this jersey series as well. So throw you folks into the list randomizer. We're going 7 times. Got a little rain. I feel the raindrops coming in on top of our studio. Here's a look at your divisions. Michael, Daniel, Justin, Jesse, Cody, and Justin. That's our list after 7 times we randomized. I will copy that into our Excel spreadsheet. Ridley Me This, number 1. So Michael in the NFC North, Daniel has the NFC South, NFC East, Justin in the NFC West, Daniel in the AFC North, Jesse in the AFC South, Cody in the AFC East, and Justin in the AFC West.
Good luck, fellas.
Good luck. Ridley me this. Number 1. This is a little classic player here. We have Ben Coates of the Patriots. He also won a Super Bowl with the Ravens 1 year, 5-time Pro Bowler, 1990s All-Decade team, more than 5,000 receiving yards and 50 touchdowns in his career. How about that? Ben Coates.
There you go.
He's got a very small signature, Dave.
Nothing wrong with that. We were just
It's
talking
beautiful.
similar to Baker's.
Similar to Baker's. So that was the Patriots. That is the AFC East. AFC East, yes, AFC East. That is Cody Myers. That is Ben Coates. Coming your way, Cody. Justin Ross says, dang, I would have loved it. Justin, are you a Patriots fan?
I believe that's what he did say.
Awesome. I think was it
Patriots and LSU.
Patriots and LSU. Perfect. Well, we will have plenty of Patriots gear in all our series. As Dave said earlier, we are well represented among all the teams. So, Ben Coates going to Cody Myers, though.
Nice hit, Cody.
Nice hit, Cody. Ben Coates jersey. Congrats, Cody. Yes, Pats. Excellent. Excellent. Justin, who's your favorite Patriots player? Maybe outside of Tom Brady.
I think, yeah, we got to put that stipulation on it.
And how would you feel about getting a Tom Brady Bucks helmet? Tom Brady, of course, is our Tequila Tom series. I think we have the next break filled up, and we will do that in a second. How do you feel as a Patriots fan if you get yourself a Tom Brady on the Bucks? Because that Tom Brady helmet is on the Bucks in that Tequila Tom series. Cody says, thanks, I'm open to trades, Justin. I'd love a Tom helmet. Yeah, I think you would. I think anyone would like a Tom Brady helmet. You don't even have to be a diehard Tom Brady fan. I'm, relative to other people, not a, I like Tom Brady. I respect Tom Brady. He's not my favorite player. I was a Peyton Manning fan personally, but, there's so much respect for what he's done, and Tom Brady and memorabilia is such a big name. So that's something that anyone would love on any team.
Just a heads up, Justin, you might have to put your domain in a separate message. For whatever reason, Twitch does not like it when people put their emails in the chat. So you might just want to type out that @domain in a separate message.
Awesome.
Getting some trades done.
Trading. Tequila Tom number 7. Looks like Tequila Tom number 8 is also ready to go. So we are going to do some Tequila Tom. So Larry Rosslin, James Capel, Jeff G, Jeff Grand Mason, if you're in here, get us a box number for Tequila Tom number 7. Would be cool. Okay. Jeff, we appreciate that suggestion. We will always take our suggestions to heart and love the discussion. We do have a trade-in Tuesday that we do every Tuesday where people trade. So we do have that also, but I think that's for stuff you just purchased on Tuesdays, I believe. Is that right, Dave?
For Trade-In Tuesday, yes. Yes, that is just Tuesday.
So,
and actually, guys, we have a buy, sell, and trade Facebook page. If you just Google search or not Google search, if you Facebook search Ultimate Autographs Buy, Sell, Trade, we'll come right up. There's a huge group in that. Always trading with each other, chatting with each other, all that good stuff. So feel free to hop into that.
That is great. Favorite player on the Pats, Steven Gostkowski, one of the all-time great kickers. That's a unique favorite player.
I like it.
Oh, cool. Didn't know that. Gonna look there now, says Jeff. Awesome.
Sweet.
Absolutely. Guys, again, Larry, James, and Jeff, if you're in here on Tequila Tom number 7, if you guys can get us a box number, otherwise I will go ahead and random up the box numbers that we have in here. I think I've got 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, 13, and 14 up on the ticker. I believe all those are right. 9, says Jeff. All right, I will go ahead and get box number 9 on Tequila Tom. I will take that off the ticker. I'll bring you box number 9, then we're going to randomize you up for your divisions. Box number 9.
All right, Kamen, I got a stat for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Now, I know you have not been sold on Lamar Jackson yet.
Okay. He's getting there, though, because he's passing better this year. And
He's
maybe he'll
getting
sell me
there.
now.
And I think I've been sold on Lamar Jackson since before he was the MVP.
Okay.
So I've been a big guy for him.
Okay.
So this year, the Ravens offense is 4th in yards per game
Okay.
with 2,923 total yards.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson is responsible for 83% of those yards.
That's incredible.
On a top 4 offense in the league, 83% goes through Lamar Jackson. I think that is so crazy. So crazy that people are saying that he's figured out or he can't win games and all that stuff.
I think we've actually seen the opposite. Like, because he's starting to win me over, honestly, Dave, and stats like that is why.
There you go.
I think rather than the NFL figuring out Lamar Jackson is figuring out the NFL.
Exactly.
How to pass the ball. Because that was my question mark with him. Can he pass enough to win playoff games? And he still needs to do it more consistently, but he's getting there. He's doing it this season. So I think he's getting close to winning me over. He is doing really, really well this season for sure.
There you go. We'll take that.
I will go ahead and randomize you folks up for Tequila Tom number 7. That's Larry Roslin, James Capo, and Jeff Grandmason. Jeff with 2 spots, Larry with 1, and I think James has the rest. Cody and Justin have been sending each other's emails over for some possible trades. There's a look at our list randomizer after 7 spins or rolls of the dice. Larry Roslin in the NFC North, James Capo in the NFC South, Jeff Grandmason in the NFC East, James Capo in the NFC West, Jeff G in the AFC North. Then the South, East, and West of the AFC all belong to James Capo. The AFC West was good luck for Mr. Capo yesterday. Jeff Grandmason's had a lot of luck, period. Larry Roslin, I know, recently got himself a great pull as well. I got him the Justin Herbert helmet the other day. So a lot of people in here who are used to winning, used to participating. I love to see you guys in here. Tequila Tom, number 7. We got a Browns Dutch helmet. We'll show off that after this helmet too. Maybe lower that price for the Dutch. We have an eclipse on the Browns for the Dutch. How about a lunar on the Browns? Look at this beautiful lunar. That is Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
There we go.
The rookie linebacker. He's currently on the IR, but had 29 tackles earlier in the season. He's like a Dick Butkus Award winner out of Notre Dame, Dave.
There you go.
Anything else you want to say about Jeremiah? 4 pass deflections this season. He was the best linebacker last season in college. The Defensive Player of the Year, unanimous All-American. He did well early this season. He just got hurt. He's on the IR. Once he gets healthy, this is going to be a beast. And the Browns, I think, Dave, are a playoff team for years to come. Maybe not this year with the injuries. Or maybe not in that division. I don't know. That's a great question.
I think people were a little bit too eager to jump on that Browns band. I don't know. I'm still not sold.
Okay.
On the Browns. I'm still not. I know they got a playoff win last year. I know their roster's getting better, their coaching's getting better. I'm still not sold until I don't know. Like, I have no idea what games they're going to win and what games they're going to just not even show up for. And it just seems like it's the Browns' MO. But,
okay.
I mean, like...
I think here's the thing. I think they're hurt this season. I think Baker Mayfield has played hurt. I think the running backs have been hurt. So I think they're in trouble this season. And I think, obviously, Joe Burrow is also making the Bengals a contender. So they are in the wrong division.
In the very wrong division.
But I think they certainly have talent if they're healthy.
I don't know. I mean, every team is hurt. I'm
Sure.
probably being much more
Some more than others.
tough on some more than others.
Yeah.
I'm probably being more tough on the Browns than I would if it was any other team in this situation. But I think that their organizational history has kind of deserved that toughness.
Sure.
Because I don't know. It seems like they get really close, and then they just start to regress back into
Browning.
Exactly.
Browning.
Back into Browning.
I think the win over the Steelers in the playoffs was monumental.
That was huge.
It remains to be seen if that's going to be something that carries over in the future or not. I will say this about this helmet too. Did not mention this. That was a full-size, authentic helmet.
Sweet.
So that was a really, really nice looking helmet. And that's a guy that no matter what happens, he's got the talent to be one of the best linebackers in the NFL for years to come.
Definitely.
Katrina wants to fill the virtual Halloween crate box that is our chase item of the day.
I don't blame her.
Tequila Tom number 8. Matt Menard is called out box number 13. What is this gift 30, get 30 thing I keep seeing on the screen? All right, I'm going to do this because I mentioned this earlier. I'll quickly get this referral program in for you folks because I know you guys have a lot of friends and there's a lot of great people that you can get involved into the UA Live Break Room. So give your friend $30 off. When your friend redeems their $30 UA Live Break Room credit, you earn $30 in UA Live Break Room credit. I'm going to go ahead and throw this bad boy in. That is the link, and that is where you go. And Justin explained it even better than me. Hello, boys. I just stopped for a second after 9 holes before the rain comes in here in Florida.
Sweet.
I was in Tom number 3. Was I lucky or unlucky? Says Bob. Any big hits yet? Bob, I'll tell you this about Tequila Tom. All the headliners are still there. We have had some big hits. We had O.J. Simpson. We had Donovan McNabb. What else did we have? We had several big hits in that series, but none of them were headliners. So,
And Bob, I don't know if you got lucky. You said you were in number
3. I don't think
number
he got
3.
lucky.
Let me see. Looks like that was a Clyde Edwards-Helaire going to Justin Ross.
Justin Ross, an LSU fan. Clyde
You had
Edwards-Helaire played at LSU, so that worked out well.
You had the AFC South there, Bob. Excuse me.
Bob, glad to see you in here.
How's golf? How are you shooting them, Bob? Playing well today?
Get some hole-in-ones, Bob, right? Hole-in-ones? Bob's going to the Billy Joel concert next week.
Very nice.
That sounds like fun.
That's awesome.
All right, we are going to go ahead and random you guys up. Tequila Tom number 8, that is box number 13. Shot 44 before it started to rain. That's pretty good for 9
really
holes.
Good. Bob, nicely done.
A lot better than I can do.
That
for
is darn sure.
Robert Myers, Jeff Grandmason, and Matt Menard.
I would be ecstatic if I had a 44 on my scorecard. I can tell you that much.
See you later, Bob. We will see you later. Have a nice day. There's a look at your divisions. Matt Menard, I said this yesterday. Whenever he calls out the box number, something big happens. Yesterday, we pulled a Deion Sanders Lunar Speed Flex helmet. So Matt Menard has called this box number. He's called out box number 13. So this will be good. We have Matt Menard himself is in the NFC North. Jeff Grandmason, who has been hot today, is in the NFC South. Matt Menard has the East and West in the NFC. Jeff G also with the AFC North. Robert Myers has the AFC South and AFC East. And Matt Menard has the AFC West. Tequila Tom number 8. No headliners have been pulled. The first 7 Tequila Toms.
Couple of hiddens.
Couple hidden headliners. Couple great hits. But none of the ones we have on the website with the graphics have been pulled yet. All right, here we go. How about this? It's a beautiful helmet. The headliner streak is gone because we have our first headliner pull in Tequila Tom.
There we go.
Let's roll this bad boy. That is Travis Kelsey.
Nice.
Travis Kelsey. I said this probably, if he keeps going, could end up being the best tight end ever. He's already set all sorts of records for single season whether that's yards, catches, touchdowns. He's having himself a great career. That is the AFC West. That is Matt Menard. He says he has bad luck when he calls out box numbers.
No, sir.
But this time, Matt Menard, you are taking home Travis Kelsey. That is...
Let's go, Matt.
That is a replica, but this is a flash.
Replica flash.
Replica flash on Travis Kelsey. Chiefs flash helmet. Hey, Kamen and Dave, says James Capel. Hey, James.
Hey, James. Thanks for stopping in, man.
I am for hire, folks, says Matt Menard. Matt Menard is saying, hire him to call out box numbers because he delivers straight fire. Matt Menard, congratulations.
Matt, that's sweet.
On your headliner hit, Travis Kelsey. A replica, but a flash, Chiefs. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I love those
helmets.
flashes. I hate the color yellow. I don't know why. I think those are such cool helmets, though.
They are beautiful.
They are so sick.
Yeah, when I first saw Travis Kelsey in the ULI break room on the flash, I freaked out.
Yeah, those are
cool. It was that cool.
The red
Thanks,
face
fellas,
mask? Yeah,
says Matt
that's-
Menard.
Really nice hit, Matt. Very, very nice.
That's awesome. Travis Kelsey. Let's go. Travis Kelsey to me is like the most reliable receiving target in the NFL because you know he's going to be great every season. He stays healthy. He's a big guy. He's great at catching the ball. I know Mahomes isn't playing great this season, but I mean he's playing great. He's not playing as great as usual, but Kelsey's been really, really good. When Mahomes gets in trouble, he actually goes to Kelsey more than Tyreek Hill, I've noticed.
Oh, definitely.
I was at that Chiefs-Texans game when they came back from 24-0 in 2020 in the playoffs, and Travis Kelsey had 3 touchdowns, 10 catches. When they got down 24-0, Travis Kelsey was the man to go to. So he's your guy. Awesome hit, Matt Menard.
Yeah,
Watching for you, Dad,
crazy good.
says Son of Capel. 14 and Tom number 9, says Jeff. All right,
There you go.
14 and Tom number 9. Is
We
that
actually
one
have
ready?
a couple of breaks we got to do before Tom number 9.
All right,
we got
so
a Majestic Mini and a brick wall.
we try and go in order typically. So we'll do the Majestic, I guess, first, right, Dave?
I think so.
Let's do the Majestic first. So let me write this down, though, Jeff. 14 for Tom number 9. I will write that down, folks. We have that reserved for Jeff. 14 for Tom number 9. We are going to do the Majestic mini helmet double box break first. That is Michael Lepre, Justin Ross, Robert Myers, and Justin. Justin's in here a lot. So Justin, Michael, or Robert, if you can get us a box number, 2 box numbers for the Majestic number 29, because it's double box break. And we've got 29. I will take that bad boy off the ticker. And 25, says Justin. All right, 25 and 29. I will take those off the ticker for you. All right. Don't worry, folks. We'll get right around to Mr. Brady in a second.
Oh, yeah.
We'll build the suspense, Dave. We'll build the suspense.
You have to.
Majestic Mini, 25 and 29. Woo! It's definitely getting hot in here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Alrighty. Before we pull those boxes, I'm going to go ahead and randomize you guys up for your divisions. Took a while to get a headliner hit in that Tequila Tom. So that means a lot of good stuff is still out there. All right, we're going 7 times. This Majestic Mini Helmet Series, I think, just dropped last night.
Yep.
We were on fire with it last night. But a lot of really, really good stuff left in this one as well, because this just dropped on our website last night. So we have Justin Ross in the NFC North, NFC South, NFC East. Michael Lepre in the NFC West. Robert Myers in the North and South of the AFC. And Justin has the AFC East and AFC West. We will start with box 25. We'll go chronologically here. Okay. Oh, this is something different.
Okay.
The player's not different, but we're so used to seeing Dan Hampton on the Bears eclipses. How about a Dan Hampton Lunar Hall of Fame 2002? One of the great Bears on the 85 Bears Super Bowl team. Multi-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, Dan Hampton.
Sweet.
That is the NFC North. That is Justin Ross.
There you go, Justin.
Nice hit, Justin. Called out the box numbers, and he got the win. Another Bears. Justin is happy. He's a Bears fan. He's got a big collection of Bears guys. Dave gave us his accounting expertise, his money expertise. He told us if you've got a collection, those tend to sell better and to do better. And when you got them all grouped up together. So, that's cool.
Nice hit, Justin.
Nice hit, Justin. Big Dan, says James Capel.
Yes, sir.
Big Dan indeed. He was a big man. Got a big heart. Big signature. He's just a beast. There's a look at that signature. Oh, this thing of beauty. Signed in the orange.
That's a nice combo. The Bears Lunar with the orange pen. That's sweet.
That is sweet.
Nice hit, Justin.
Hampton Mini going to Justin. Nice pull, says Chris Roberts. Chris, how are you? Chris, glad to have you in the break room. Chris Roberts, another relatively new customer. He's a big Cowboys fan, Chris Roberts is.
Okay.
Got Cowboy fans, Bear fans. I know we have a lot of Steeler fans in here. Get the mix of all the fan hoods.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. I think Chris Roberts, I pulled a Justin Hampton mini for him, his very first break in the ULI break room.
There you go.
Great, got me a Hampton last week. Remember, says Chris, we were thinking at the same thing at the same time, Chris. Great minds think alike. It was his first ever break. He did a mini double box break.
There you go.
He won 2 items.
Nice.
Single spot.
Love
Beginner's luck, as we say.
that. Love that.
Majestic Minis. So, we got a really nice hit here. We have one of the great punt returners, kick returners of all time.
Nice.
You might know this guy, Rick Upchurch, Dave.
Very nice.
Rick Upchurch on the
Okay.
classic Bronco helmet.
Love those throwbacks.
He held most of the return records at the time that he retired.
I believe he was on 2 all-decade teams. Kind of cool.
It's probably the 70s and
I
80s.
believe that is exactly it.
Yeah, he had the record for punt return touchdowns before Devin Hester set that years later, of course. But Rick Upchurch, at the time of his retirement, was the premier kick returner. He played for the Broncos. That is the AFC West. That is Justin Ross. 2 for 2, Justin. Nicely done. Upchurch Mini. Awesome.
Alrighty, Kamen. I have a couple of breaks that are ready to go for you.
Okay.
I'm going to open up some space in our room here. I'm going to bring over some of those boxes.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate that, Dave. Yeah, this room
While we're all caught
is
up.
busy.
It's getting a little packed in here.
It is.
We could use some more room.
It is packed, and maybe you can bring a couple more Tequila Toms when you come back.
I will absolutely do that as well. Because it looks like we've got about 3 or 4 breaks that are good to go here, which I thought would be a good opportunity to make some space for us.
Let's do it. We appreciate that, Dave. You have been a great help on the show.
Oh, thank you.
As always.
I try.
You try. Yeah. We all try. We work hard in the ULI break room. It's like, sort of like we're all like the Ben Zobrists in here. We all do a lot of different roles, and I think you are near the top of that list when it comes to versatility.
I do have a lot of hats.
Yes.
A lot of hats. All right, so I've got Majestic number 4 is good to go. All right, yeah, I will be back in just a few minutes. I'll get some space here for us. You hold down the fort.
All right, I will hold down the fort, guys. We will do Brick Wall number 2 next. Then we got Tequila Tom number 9, Majestic number 2, Majestic number 3. So we got 4 breaks coming your way. Tequila Tom, I think, is up on the site, so we can do a few more of him. 2 Brick Wall number 2, that is James Capel, Chris Spearing, Robert Myers, and Justin Ross. If you are in Brick Wall number 2, if you can give us a box number, we got 25, 26, 31, and 38 in the room. 25, says Justin. Justin also said, Double hit, let's go. I have helmets of both of them, so we'll look good. Awesome, Justin. Awesome. Dave, you're one half of the dream team, apparently. So that is, I don't know if Donnie's the other half, but that is awesome to hear. 25, I will take that off the ticker. Brick Wall 25 is off the ticker. I will go ahead and get that for you guys. Yeah, you're not kidding, Dave. It's getting hard to walk around here.
I'm telling you.
We got so many helmets. I really appreciate that.
We will have many, many more. I can promise you that.
That's right. Well, that Tequila Tom, the Brick Wall, they're just a dynamic duo. And
Brand new Black Box Mini as well.
yes, so many good things.
We are loaded right now.
Our website is on fire this week.
Truly.
On fire. And that Tequila Tom series, it's like, I mean, we've only pulled one headliner, but I feel like every hit has been really, really good so far.
I agree. It's been awesome.
It's been awesome. All right, folks, Dave will head into the other room. We will randomize for your box numbers. Don't worry, he'll be back.
Can't get rid of me that easily.
Can't get rid of him that easily, folks. We're going 7 times on the randomizer. There's a look at your divisions. Take that down. There's a look at your divisions. Chris Spearing in the NFC North, James Capel in the NFC South, Robert Myers in the NFC East, Justin Ross in the NFC West, and James Capel, keep it simple for you. You've got all the AFC divisions as well. Katrina asks, how many spots left to fill the chase? Let me check real quickly, Katrina, before we do this break. We have 6 slots remaining on the Halloween virtual Loot Crate series. A lot of headliners still left there. 6 slots remaining if you want to fill that one. James Capel says, need some heats. All right, James. Well, you're hoping for the AFC. Robert Myers is hoping for the NFC East. Justin Ross, the NFC West. Chris Spearing is up top in the NFC North. A lot of NFC North hits tonight. A lot of Bears hits. NFC North has been the hot division of the afternoon show. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, man. It's a replica. It's an Eclipse. But it is one of the best players in the league, TJ Watt. I think he was voted number 11 by his fellow players. He's a beast on the defensive line. He's a part of one of the best defenses in the league. I know his brother is out for the season, J.J. Watt, but T.J. Watt is still there, still wreaking havoc, still sacking quarterbacks. T.J. Watt, one of the very best players in the league. That is the AFC North, and that is James Capel taking home the T.J. Watt hit. Nice. T.J. Watt. That is awesome. That is a replica, James, but it is a beautiful helmet. T.J. Watt. AFC North. Said you had all the AFC divisions. You were looking for AFC. Well, we got you AFC. TJ Watt. Pull the TJ Watt.
There you go.
It's pretty good.
Sweet.
James Capel taking home the hit.
Love that. Nice hit, James.
Yeah, that Brick Wall series has a lot of really, really good hits in there. We're not far from being done with the Brick Wall series. I think we got about 10 or so left. Luke is helping in. Guys, this is how busy we are, how much stuff we have in the room, how much stuff is getting taken out and putting back into the room. Luke coming in as well as Dave. Speaking of utility folks in our UA Live team.
I'm back.
Dave is back. Luke is helping out. We are doing big things. Big things in the UA Live break room.
Alrighty.
Tequila Tom. Number 9, I think Jeff gave us a box number for that one. 14. So we will do 14 for Tequila Tom. Number 9, that box number was called out about 5 minutes ago. We try to honor you folks when you call out the box numbers. James Capel says thank you. He is happy with this TJ Watt. Tequila Tom number 9. I'm going to go ahead and get box 14 in for you.
Alrighty.
And we just got a few more Tequila Toms.
Yes, sir.
So I will try and update a couple more ticker spots on there. Looks like we're getting 14 now. Looks like we have 15.
I just brought the next 5.
15 through 19?
I believe. I think it might have been 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah.
Yep, 15 through 19 also in the room. So we're flying. We're almost 40% of the way there.
There we go.
Or at least, well, getting close. They're in the room. 40%'s in the room. All righty, Tequila Town number 9. That is James Capel, Kevin Martin, and Jeff Grand Mason. Good luck, folks. We'll random you guys up. Seven times. Only one headliner gone off the Tequila Tom series. As Dave mentioned earlier in the show, all of those helmets have some type of special tag to them, whether that be Flash, Lunar, Amp, etc., etc. All of those helmets have a special tag to them. We have some replicas in there. We do have some full-size authentics in there. A mix of everything, but something special on every helmet.
Yes, sir.
So I'm actually mark this bad boy as done. Tequila Tom number 9. We have James Capel in the NFC North. Kevin Martin in the NFC South. James Capel has the East and West in the NFC. Jeff Grand Mason in the AFC North. James Capel in the AFC South. Kevin Martin in the AFC East and AFC West. All right, guys. Let's do it. Tequila Tom number 9.
Good luck.
Good luck, folks. Still chasing that Tom Brady.
Yeah, let's see if we can find him today, huh?
Let's see if we can find Tom Brady today. At this rate that we're going, it's possible.
It is possible.
These are filling
I
up
would
fast.
not be surprised.
They are filling up fast. Michael Irvin also out there. Devontae Adams, Kyler Murray, Lawrence Taylor. A lot of really, really good guys out there, even if you don't get Mr. Brady himself. Tequila Tom. Had some really nice Lunars today, Dave.
Yeah.
Got another one.
Cool.
Katrina's in here. She's a Colts fan. How about Kwity Paye? First round draft pick.
There we go.
2021 first round draft pick. Out of Michigan. He's playing more the last few weeks. Katrina could probably tell you 4 tackles against the 49ers recently.
There you go.
Pretty good player. 5 tackles earlier this season was his season high. So he's getting some playing time. The first round pick.
It's a nice hit.
Kwity Paye in the AFC South. That is James Capel. Nice, James.
Nice hit, James.
And then let's see. That is a full-size authentic helmet. You look at the inside, it's heavy. Full-size authentic helmet. Nice. Nice hit, says Katrina. Katrina, I don't know if you have Kwity Paye, but I'm sure that's something that you want to get your hands on. Thank you, thank you. What's the 519 break, Dave? I believe that is the personal for the Tequila Tom series. You can go ahead and explain it.
Correct. Yeah, that's just a personal. So basically, because we want to make this Tequila Tom a break room exclusive, so that every single box is opened on our site, on our stream. We know you guys love to see those Tom Brady's opened up, and so we wanted to keep it in the room on the stream. So we did make that a break room exclusive, but we do understand that people do like to buy personals as well, where they just buy a box and they get whatever's in it, no random division, anything like that. And so we put that in our break room to allow that as an option for you guys if you wanted to buy an outright box rather than a spot in that division. But that's just because it's a break room exclusive that you're seeing that on our UA Live break tab and not the mystery box tab.
James Capel.
Right.
Nice hit, James. Tequila Town number 9 is in the books. We will do Majestic number 2.
Sweet.
Mark this bad boy off as completed. All right. We got James Capel as all the Majestics in here, looks like.
James wasn't messing around.
James wasn't messing around. He got himself all the Majestics, so I won't have to randomize any divisions or box numbers. James, let us know what box numbers you want. 19, 27, 28, and 30. I can probably guess you want the 28 and 30 since you like the even numbers. But if you want the 19 or 27, let me know. Katrina says I have the Lunar and a regular now. Says, nice. There you go, Katrina. There you go. James Capel, let us know, James, on those box numbers. 2 of them for the Majestic double box break. Good guess, LOL, says Son of Capel.
There you go.
I knew it. Still waiting for my adoption to go through with the Capels. Pick me some even numbers, says James Capel. All right. We know our customers. We know what you guys like. James likes the even numbers. It certainly works for him. Katrina's still working hard on that Capel adoption stuff, though. Were we in here together when we did that show when she first said that?
I believe so.
I think we were in here together when those... I know I was in here. I can't remember who was with me, but I was at one of the shows where Katrina said she wanted to be adopted by Mr. Capel. Take 28 and 30 off the ticker. Got some notes on a couple other box numbers on the Majestic, so I will put those on there. 31, 33, 34... 35 and 36. Alrighty. Double box break. It is all James Capel in here, so I'm not randoming up any divisions. Oh, let me put the Quiddy Pay. Get your authentication, James, your cert.
Gotta
Don't
get
want to
that
forget
COA.
that bad boy from the Quiddy Pay. Put that in the box for you. I'm going to open up your boxes. We'll do 28 first.
Here we go.
Here we
Good
go.
luck, James. What do we got for you? 2 boxes. coming
2
your way.
boxes. 2 wins. 2 guaranteed wins. Ooh. We had O.J. Simpson in here earlier, a 2,000-yard rusher.
Okay.
How about another 2,000-yard rusher?
Nice.
Jamal Lewis with the
Nice.
Ravens.
Here we
Super Bowl
go.
champion, multi-time Pro Bowler, one of, I think, 8 guys to rush for 2,000 yards.
I think he's the most underrated of that group.
I think so.
I think he is the first to be forgotten of that 2K group, and I don't know why. He was an absolute animal.
He was
early
awesome.
2000s. He was awesome. Nice hit, James.
And back then, the Ravens were a team that they were pretty much... I mean, I guess they're sort of that way now, but although Lamar Jackson is becoming a passer. But back then, they were straight up, we're going to run the ball. They didn't even have a running quarterback.
Yep.
They knew that Jamal Lewis was coming at you,
Yep.
and you couldn't stop him.
We're going to run the ball, and when you guys have the ball, we're going to take it right back. And that's
Defense and a
pretty
running
darn good
game.
formula. Yeah.
It works to an extent now, but it used to be sort of like a winning formula back in the day. Now with the passing offenses, you definitely can't just run the ball.
Yep. That the run first, defense first might be one of the most tried and true strategies of football, but in today's game, it's a little bit different.
It's different.
A little bit different.
I definitely think it used to work for sure. Not as much anymore, but it certainly doesn't hurt to have both either.
Yeah, I think there's still some legs on the run first defense. If you can control that clock,
That's what the Bucks do.
exactly.
They're a
It's-
great
I mean,
run defense, and they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they if you control that game clock, man, you have so much control or so much power of the game. Where that goes.
How many is left in the Brick Wall series, Justin? I think we have about 10 Brick Wall helmets left. I think we've got 5 of them here in the room. I know we have some in the back as well. So right around that 10 to a dozen range. So not that many left. Your second hit, James, and this is actually really good that James has all the spots in here because this makes it nice and easy, not complicated for us. It is Tommy Frazier.
There you go.
It is the Heisman quarterback out of Nebraska. He was a dual threat quarterback. He won the national championship in 94 and 95. National champs.
Nice.
It shows it on the helmet. 94, 95 national champs. So I don't think Tommy Frazier played in the NFL. You don't even have to look it up to confirm. I'm 99% sure, though. But because this is... James has all the spots. We don't have to do top spot break or anything.
Easy
It's
peasy.
easy peasy. Tommy Frazier going home to James Capel.
There you go, James.
2-time national champ. That's unique. That is certainly unique. And not someone you see in here that much. So it's maybe
Nice.
one James doesn't have. Frazier
Yeah.
Mini, Lewis Mini. Jamal Lewis, you don't see him that much either.
Sure.
So James got himself some hits. I know James has a lot of different stuff, but maybe those are things he doesn't have. All right. Thank you so much, James. Thank you to everybody for filling up these breaks.
Yeah, this has been a phenomenal day, guys.
Phenomenal day. Phenomenal past couple days. We had a great show yesterday at noon. Back to back.
Here we go.
Back to back. The Brick Wall series, Justin asks for which headliners are left. Justin, let me take a look at our site here and see what we have on the Brick Wall series. We have, let's see, what headliners are left in the Brick Wall. Dave, you let me know if you know of one that's for sure there. I believe in the Brick Wall series, I believe Ray Lewis is still there. I think O.J. Simpson is there.
I think we pulled OJ yesterday.
We pulled OJ yesterday. We did pull an OJ. That's right. I believe Ray Lewis is still there. Daniel Jones, I think, is still there. Let's see. Kelsey, I think, was pulled yesterday also. Ray Lewis, I have for sure as still left in that series. Ray Lewis in the Brick Wall series, the all-time tackle leader in NFL history, Ray Lewis.
And these guys are those are items that we have not pulled. So they very well could have been pulled when me and Kamen were not in the room. We do not keep a running list of things that have been pulled, though, so we're not 100% sure. I have no idea.
We have a winner sheet we reference sometimes, and I didn't see him in that winner sheet yesterday, but I may have missed that. But I believe Ray Lewis is still out there in that series. But if you guys have seen him pulled, let us know. That is a Ray Lewis amp, I think. The Ray Lewis Flash or amp. What is that one? It's
I don't know.
It's a beautiful looking helmet. It's definitely a unique one for sure.
It looks like we've got
let's get
five more series to
all right.
to
Well,
rip on open
let's
here.
get moving quicker with this then. And James Capel is going to keep it easy for us. Majestic number 3, he has all the box numbers in that one. Then we're going to get into Tequila Tom's afterwards. A lot of stuff to go. James, 19, 27, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36. Probably going to go ahead and say 34 and 36 for Mr. Capel.
Good guess.
Let me know, James, if you want something different. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and get you those even numbers for now because I know you love your even box numbers, Mr. Capel. And we are going to get rolling through these breaks because we got a lot of stuff, which is good.
Got a lot
that is good
news.
Of
boxes to break.
A lot of boxes to break. I think 34 and 36, I think I said, right? Let's see. I think that's what I said. Though they should be on the ticker, so. Did James respond by chance?
Not yet.
All right, James.
I'm sure he's here, though.
James, let us know if by some chance you don't want the even numbers, because I have the even numbers for you. We have a lot of series to get through, so I thought I'd make it easy and move it quickly here. James Capel, if you're in here, let us know on those box numbers, James. Is 34 and 36 good with you? Those are the only even box numbers we have on the sheet. Chop, if you're in there, if you can let Dad know as well. Otherwise, I might just randomize the box numbers just because that's how we do it. I don't want to pick box numbers for you. I just know that's what you like. I have them ready for you just in case that is in fact what you want.
Yeah, if we don't hear from James in a few seconds here, we can just randomize.
We're going to randomize because that's our typically the way we do it. We don't want to change the rules, so we will go ahead and randomize those box numbers if James doesn't give us an okay on those even numbers. Then we have several Tequila Toms to get through, a brick wall to get through as well. More Tequila Toms on the site. So really, really busy day. James, we're going to go ahead and randomize the box numbers since maybe you hopped out for a second. We try to keep the way we do things consistently here, so we don't want to change any rules. I don't want to call out box numbers for people. Numbers are good, says James. All right.
Sweet.
Chop says numbers are good, so
thanks, Chop.
We appreciate that. I know what he wanted. I just didn't want to.
Gotta keep it fair.
Gotta keep it fair. Don't want to overstep my bounds and don't want to
kosher.
Don't want to change the rules. I just know James Capel always picks the even numbers. All right. Talked about this guy earlier in the show. Oh. Woo! Justin Jefferson.
Nice.
Mini.
Let's go. Ooh, a flash.
A flash. A Justin Jefferson flash.
There you go. James.
Dave, are you a Justin Jefferson fan? Because he's
Definitely.
Kirk Cousins' #1 guy, right?
I don't know how anybody couldn't be a Justin Jefferson fan. He is so much fun to watch. Yeah, he's an absolute stud. And it's crazy because, even after last year, people were still going into the season, oh, is it Adam Thielen? Is it Justin? It's so clearly Justin Jefferson. He is a
#1 guy. He is.
I would argue he's made an argument for top 10.
I can go with top 10.
League.
I thought you were going to say top 5, and I was going to question you, but
Five's a lot.
I can roll with top 10
Five's
for
a
Justin
lot.
Jefferson. You got to factor in too, like as good as his numbers are. I think the numbers would be even a little bit better if he didn't have another solid guy in Thielen, didn't have Dalvin Cook, a great running back.
Yep.
I think if he played on a team that, he was the absolute clear #1. I do agree he's #1, but if he was a bigger ratio, it would be even easier for him. But he's a beast, and he's here. He's here to play. It's his second season, I think, right? He was a rookie last season, so a great career to be had. And now that they're doing the 17 games, especially in the passing era, this is a guy that could be top 10 to 15 all time in receiving yards.
Absolutely.
That's not something that would surprise me.
No, definitely not.
That is sick, says Alex Jacob. It is sick indeed. A flash. Yeah, the flashes are probably my favorite specialty helmets, personally.
They're pretty cool.
The flashes are really, really cool. Like, they're more fancy. Like, I like the Lunars a little bit more than the Eclipses typically, but the flashes...
Flashes do a good job of taking the secondary color of the team and really making it the focal point of the item, which I really love.
Absolutely.
I think that's a lot of fun.
All right, James. Majestic Mini, #2. How about this? Willie Roaf, Hall of Fame 2012, one of the best offensive linemen.
Probably say top 5 all-time offensive lineman.
Top 5 all time.
Crazy.
He made an insane amount of Pro Bowls. He was with the Saints. He was with the Chiefs. He was so good. Willie Roaf was a big man, and he was tough to block.
Yeah, let me look at how many
Pro Bowls.
It's unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Pro Bowls in his 13-year career.
That's not a bad ratio.
4 All-Pros. That's incredible.
That's not a bad ratio. That is why he's a Hall of Famer. Incredible. He might have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, I think.
He should have been with those stats.
What year did he stop playing? What was
2005.
2005 was his last season. Got inducted in 2012. 7 years later. If not first ballot, certainly pretty close. Willie Roaf, one of the best in the game.
Truly. He is an incredible talent. Nice hit, James.
Nice hit, James. Back-to-back nice hits. Willie Roaf, Justin Jefferson. Something a little different with each hit there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love, the linemen do their work, and it's good that we have all sorts of different types of players. Like we have quarterbacks, running backs, get the headliners, receivers, but we got some great defensive and offensive linemen as well in our series. Tequila Tom #10 is next. That is James Capel, Jeff Grand Mason, and Matt Stanford. I almost said Matt Stafford.
I read it like that.
Matt Stafford. I was like, Matt Stafford's in here? He loves the ULI break room. We had a Matt Stafford mini flash that was pulled recently.
Did we really? That's awesome.
It was sick. It was I pulled it. It was absolutely sick.
That's incredible.
It might have been actually Jeff Grand Mason that won it. He's in this break. James, son of Capo Chop, says box #10 for Tequila Tom, #10. So I will take 10 off the ticker. I will add a couple more Tequila Tom numbers, an even number for Caples and others who like their even numbers, because we got all odd numbers on there right now.
Looks like we got box #10.
Box #10 coming your way. And I'll add, 16 and 18 for now on that ticker for you guys that are in the room. Oh. Dad is driving. He's on the phone relaying through me. All right, Chop. Sounds good, Chop. We will take... you will give all your dad's box numbers. I know you guys trust each other. We trust you. That'll be fun. Tequila Tom, what did it say? 16 and 18. I'm going to add a couple box numbers on there because we're down on the box numbers. And I'm going to go ahead and random you guys up. Matt Stanford. I have not seen that name. Probably not a new customer because you would have labeled it. But Matt, if you are a relatively new customer or a returning customer who hasn't been with us for a while, welcome to the party or welcome back to the party. Matt Stanford. 7 times. All right, there's a look at your divisions. Jeff Grandmason is up top. James Capel is at the bottom. Take it off the randomizer. Tequila Tom number 10. We have Jeff G in the NFC North. James Capel has the NFC South and NFC East. Jeff in the NFC West. Matt Stanford has the AFC North and AFC East. And James Capel has the South and the West in the AFC.
Good luck.
And you know what? I think I did this, and I'm going to fix it. I think as I was walking by, I think I bumped our product camera. So I'm going to fix this a little bit. I think it was more like this. And we'll make sure and see how that looks once I pull an item, Dave. If it looks kind of bad, we can maybe fix it a little bit. I think I bumped it on my way back. But it may not have moved much. I'm not sure. I'm going to pull this if you actually want to fix it up real good. Sorry about that. Dave has got it. Tequila Tom number 10. Dave, now is the time to make sure that it looks the best it can. He is fixing that bad boy up. We got Emmett Thomas, Hall of Fame 2008. Emmett Thomas, one of the best cornerbacks for the Chiefs. He's a multi-time Pro Bowler. He won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Then he won 2 Super Bowls with Washington as an assistant coach. He led the NFL in picks in 1969 and in 1974. A 5-time Pro Bowler. And a beautiful little signature. I don't know how you can sign so small, but yet make it look so good. Emmett Thomas, the AFC West. That is James Capel. Nice hit, James. Nice. Thank you so much for fixing that camera, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Sorry I knocked it over. Thomas. So we have now done 20% of Tequila Toms. 10 out of 50. That's 20%.
Getting through them.
Getting through them. Only one headliner has been pulled. That is Travis Kelsey. Tom Brady is still out there. John asks, anything close to filling? Dave, anything close to filling? A lot of stuff is filled up. We have several breaks coming your way.
We've got a couple of pre-fills here. We got Majestic Mini number 4 is 3 spots away. We have that Halloween Virtual Mystery Box 6 spots away. Ridley Me This 6 spots away. Wheel of Winning, our chase of the day, is 8 spots away. And everything else is wide open with either 7 or 8 spots.
And the Halloween Virtual is actually our chase. I think the wheel was yesterday. But we are closing in. Closing in on... a few things. A few things is open. The Majestic Minis is close, but we do have some breaks coming your way right now.
We got 2 more Toms to do and a brick wall to do.
Awesome. A lot of stuff to do. Tequila Tom number 11. Moving on right along, Jeff Grandmason, Robert Myers, and James Capel. If you're in here, give us a box number for Tequila Tom number 11.
Looks like they want box number 18.
18. Oh, there you go, Jeff. Sorry, I looked away from the sheet for a second. 18. That is coming here.
I'm going to drop that Baker down a pretty good chunk here. Let me see what it's at. I'll figure it out.
Okay. I don't want to say the low on the air, but you can figure it out. If you want the sheet, I can give it to you.
All good.
All right, you got it.
I'm going to drop it down to 425. 425 for that Baker Mayfield authentic Dutch auction item.
Awesome. Go the chase, kid, says Quadrina. 6 slots left in the Halloween virtual chase. Quadrina wants a chance to win some UA cash. That's a fun series. That's a loot crate. 3 things coming out of those boxes. We had a lot of fun with that one yesterday. Halloween just around the corner. We have some great items in that series. Let's see. Where is the cert on this bad boy? I think I know the player. Oh, there is the cert. We do have it here. Had several Eagles hits today. Another Eagles Lunar. Dual threat running back. Miles Sanders.
Nice.
Eagles Lunar.
Booby.
Eagles.
I never understood why they could call it.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I did it again. Literally, I went 4 weeks without doing it at all, and I forgot to randomize again.
Uh-oh.
We'll do this the other way. SMH. SMH indeed. SMH. SMH. I'm excited today. 7 times.
Who's taking home that Miles Sanders, Kamen?
Miles Sanders is the NFC East. I copied over the divisions. You guys see the randomizer there. Backwards Thursday, we call it. NFC East. That is James Capel.
There we go, James.
Happens, my man. James
hit.
Capel. Miles Sanders. 3rd spot break, says Matt Menard. It happens, my man, says Justin. Absolutely. James Capel.
There we go, James. Nice hit. Again.
Lunar. A lot of good Lunars. The second Lunar Eagle that we've had here. That's not a mini, it's a Lunar. Sanders helmets.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Fire. Yeah, the Lunars on the Eagles look clean. That is a beautiful signature. A really talented running back. Someone, and it is a full-size authentic, I should add.
Yep.
Look at that. It's full-size on the inside. It comes with the warning. It's a good-looking helmet as you will get. James Capel is a Cowboys fan, but he got himself another guy in his division, Miles Sanders. Like if Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, like they have, you know, Devontae Smith gets going, Miles Sanders could get going. We'll see if Jalen Hurts is the right quarterback there, but the Eagles have a few weapons. They play in a bad division, so that certainly does not hurt their case.
That's true.
Tequila Tom number 12 is all James Capel.
Good
No
luck,
need
James.
to randomize. I was about to say I'm going to make sure I randomize first, but there's no need. 16, says Son of Capel. Matt Menard says, I don't know why y'all are avoiding box 5. Just saying. All right.
Hey, if you want box 5, we can call her. Or you guys can call her.
You guys can call box 5.
Not up to us.
Not this time, though, because this time it is box 16. Son of Capel, box 16. That's what it was. I'm so used to James Capel filling up all the spots today. I wasn't randomizing for 4 times in a row, so I'm like, why even randomize? Don't have to do it this time, because it is all Mr. Capel. 16. The Capels tend to go with the even numbers. We are going even here. Even Steven.
Let's see what we got.
16. Let's see what we got, Mr. James Capel. It's coming in one of these nice big bags, which probably means it's a full-size authentic.
Yep.
The beautiful ultimate bags. It's that talented wide receiver, another Lunar. It's Lunar Thursday, Dave.
Nice.
Cortland Sutton.
Nice. Let's go.
He's on my fantasy team.
Love that.
He's a really, really good receiver for the Broncos.
He balls out. He's good.
It is awesome.
Nice hit. With the orange ink, too.
Awesome. Orange ink.
Nice
Cortland
hit, James.
Sutton.
That will do. And honestly, I'm about split 50-50. I don't know if Jerry Jeudy coming back is going to maybe take away some targets from Cortland or if it's going to open up the field a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great question.
It could go either way there. It could go
Well, and I
either
think
way.
the Broncos, granted, their schedule was really, really easy early in the season.
It was.
But their offense has been struggling more in recent weeks. Maybe people have been kind of marking him, you know, single spotting Cortland Sutton. Now that Jerry Jeudy's going to come back, another, you know, maybe a little bit less attention. I actually tend to think that he might get some easy catches. You know.
I think
That's what I
that
think.
Cortland Sutton is going to be a guy that you will see on the Denver Broncos
For years.
for years. And I don't know why. I'm just getting this feeling he's going to be like a franchise guy for them. Like,
Dave said it.
I don't know. That's just my feeling.
Dave
I
said
think
it.
he's going to stick around Denver for a long time. I think they might find a solution to their quarterback situation, make him happy. Him and Noah Fant, I could see just
Noah
being
Fant is
career
also
Bronco
talented.
guys. I don't know why. I just get this feeling.
John Elway was a career Bronco. That career worked out pretty well. Terrell Davis also, although he was hurt for a while, but Bill Romanowski. They've had some good ones. I remember the receivers Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey. I think he's Christian McCaffrey's dad. He was a good receiver. The Broncos are one of those great organizations. They're down a little bit at the moment, but they'll definitely get back up.
They just have to figure out that quarterback situation. Ever since Manning, they haven't been able to have anybody there. And Elway's gone through a lot of different options. So we'll see if they can ever figure that one out.
He definitely has. Brick wall number 3. We will randomize this one. That is James Capel and Justin Ross are in here, guys. So James or Justin, or son of Chop, who's given the box numbers. If you guys can give us a box number for brick wall number 3. We got 26, 31, and 38 on the ticker. 31, says Justin Ross. All right, I'll take 31 off the ticker for you. Matthew Menard says, remember Julius Thomas they had there, and then he fell off the map without Peyton. It's incredible. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, some of the all-time greats. They make certain guys from good to great, average, to good. That's how great those quarterbacks are.
Yeah.
Julius Thomas did look much better with Peyton Manning throwing him the ball.
He did.
Although, I guess he had what? He also had, Tim Tebow was before. Who was the quarterback after Manning? They had, who was that guy that they paid a lot of money? Or did he leave their team? I'm blanking on his name right now. Because I think he went to Houston and he got overpaid and didn't deliver. I'm blanking.
I cannot remember.
I am blanking. What box was it?
31.
31. Oh, this is brick wall. Okay, it's brick wall. I'm like, I don't have 31. That's because I was looking for Tequila Tom. I am so used to Tequila Tom today because those are flying off the shelves. Brick wall 31.
You might be thinking of Trevor Siemian or Brock Osweiler would be
Brock
the two.
Osweiler is who I was thinking of. He got paid a bunch of money to be Manning's replacement. Did not work out. Trevor Siemian also didn't work out. So, we'll see.
Yeah, he's gone through a lot of guys.
Yep, Brock Osweiler. We got several people saying it's Brock Osweiler. All right, James Capel, Justin Ross. We'll randomize you guys up. 2 people in here. James has 5 out of 8, I believe. So this could be interesting. 2 of our winningest customers, James Capel, Justin Ross, doing a lot of winning today. A lot of winning for many, many weeks.
Yeah, good luck, fellas.
6 and 7 times.
You have not received that UA cash or the item that you had won, AJ Case. If it's the UA cash, we can get that taken care of right away for you. If it's the item, I'll have you reach out to me via customer service. But it sounded like it's just that UA cash, which we can absolutely get that taken care of. What's the name under that account, AJ? I'm drawing a blank there. The UA cash.
The UA cash. Houston gave
I
Cleveland
think
the
that's
pick.
Austin Casey.
That sounds right. Matt Menard says, yeah, Houston gave Cleveland a pick just to take him away from them. Absolutely. So, brick wall number 3, we have Justin Ross in the NFC North, NFC East, and AFC North. James Capel has the other 5 divisions. Justin versus James, the showdown. The JJs, Austin, Casey, Dave, that is, in fact, confirmed.
Sweet.
All right. All right. We had him on an eclipse earlier. How about Clyde Edwards-Helaire on a Lunar?
Nice.
The chief star, the national champ out of LSU. A guy who can catch, he can run, he can do a little bit of everything. He's banged up this season. He's currently injured, but might come back soon. Andy Reid and the Chiefs know how to utilize him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire could be a great running back for years to come. That is James Capel in the AFC West.
Nice, James. Very nice.
Cool. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I could see the Chiefs maybe transitioning over to running the ball a little bit more with the recent struggles that they've been having.
You think so?
They got to change something. They're not winning the game. I mean, they're not even scoring touchdowns throwing the ball 50 times a game.
Well, not this last week. They were doing okay, not as good as usual, but they were putting up some points. But last week was one of those shockers.
Yeah.
So you do probably got to mix it up at some point. Andy Reid, not known for running the ball.
Nope.
I think what we're going to see a lot of Clyde Edwards-Helaire is he'll get a little more rushes, but I think he'll get a lot of those like shovel passes, a lot of screens, sort of that short passing game that's basically a running game. I think that's something that Andy Reid does very well with. He did that with Brian Westbrook for many years. That's a name that I remember.
Nice hit, James. On the Lunar, too.
Good hit, my man. I have a feeling that it is just your Chiefs fan I'm talking. He is going the route of Ryan Matthews fast. Well, they are different opinions out there. We will see what happens.
One thing I'll say about Clyde is he seemed to have a lot of, in my opinion, unwarranted hype when he came into the league. Like, he was being drafted
he came
in
out
the
of
first
LSU.
round of,
Late first round, I think.
of fantasy football his rookie year.
Sure.
That's a lot of expectations and a lot of very high expectations. I think he will be just fine. I would not count him out.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether you're expecting him to be, the best running back in the NFL. Is he going to be the best running back in the NFL? No.
Yeah,
Is he going to be top 10? I think he could be top 10. Top 5 is a stretch, but if you're, a starting running back on a great team, you have a good future ahead of you. I think Clyde is a guy that certainly has that. So I'm going to go ahead and show off our Dutch item. It's about as low as we'll go here at $4.25. Give you guys another look at this bad boy because we are going to hop off the air soon. Unless you guys fill up some breaks, I'll give a quick scan of the website. We are, let's see what we're close on. 3 slots remaining on the Majestic Mini Helmet Series. We have 7 slots on Tequila Tom number 13. 12 Tequila Toms to start the day.
Yes, sir.
Only one headliner has been pulled. We've got Devontae Adams, Deion Sanders, Justin Jefferson on the Flash, Lawrence Taylor, Kyler Murray, and of course Tom Brady as a buck. Tom Brady as a buck. Dave said this earlier. He would rather have Brady as a buck because there's less of them. I probably agree. With you. But, like we said, Tom Brady as a buck or as a Patriot, it's all good. So we have 7 slots remaining of that one. That one's been filling up fast. If you guys wanted to do one more before we head home. Otherwise, three slots left in the Majestic Mini. That is the closest that we are to filling. We'd love to do one of those before we get off the air. So we'll kind of do a final call in the next 5 minutes or so. If you guys want to fill some breaks, let us know. If you want the Dutch, I think that $4.25 is pretty much our low price on that bad boy. So if you guys want the Baker Mayfield Dutch, the only issue with it is a slight scratch on the back of the helmet. Very slight scratch there on the back. Otherwise, it's a full-size authentic helmet. It's a thing of beauty. It's a heavy helmet. It's a nice signature. Baker Mayfield hasn't had the best year this year, but he was great last season. He's been playing hurt. If he gets healthy, he does have potential to be really, really good in the NFL.
Austin, you don't have to email me, man. I've got a note for you. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I'll get that taken care of after the show.
Justin Ross says, filled the mini. Thank you, Justin. Katrina said, filled the chase. 6 slots left in the Halloween virtual loot crate. If you guys want to do the chase, I believe that mini filled. So maybe I got to do a refresh on my end. They're sold out. 33 and 19. Justin is not messing around. He is ready. 33 and 19. I'll take those bad boys off the ticker. So we are set up for tonight. 33 and 19 coming your way. Yeah, we're moving through these Majestic Minis, too. We're not that far from getting done with that series, not that far from the Brick Wall series. And we've knocked off 12 Tequila Toms on the first show. Not even the first day.
Yeah.
The first show, Tom Brady is still out there. All those headliners, except for Travis Kelsey, are still out there. Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin. An absolute sick list of folks still on there. Justin Jefferson, Flash. Devontae Adams, Flash. So many great guys in that Tequila Tom series. That's not much damage, says Matthew Menard. Exactly. The helmet is fine. It's the back of the helmet. It's actually a very minor scratch. It's one of those things where if you display it, you won't even see it. Like, you won't even know.
That's the beauty about the Dutch items, is oftentimes it's on the back of the helmet, the back side, away from the autograph.
We're going to randomize the names. Absolutely. Is this a new customer here? Joseph Marzio?
I don't think so. We've seen Joseph in here a few times. But thanks for playing, Joseph.
Cool. We will randomize those names for you guys 7 times. Yeah, that helmet is in good shape. It's one of those. We had another Dutch in here earlier that wasn't in the best shape, and I said that this Baker Mayfield is as good as it gets for the Dutch items. Throw you guys into the divisions for Majestic number 4. I haven't opened the box. I was getting ready to open it. I was so excited. We have Justin Ross, Joseph Marzio. You guys are split among the divisions. Justin is in the NFC North, NFC East, NFC West, AFC East. Joseph is the AFC West, AFC North, AFC South, and NFC South. Great. The X-Files theme song is going to be stuck in Matt Menard's head the rest of the day. That's not the worst thing to have stuck in your head. We have the Majestic Minis. 2 boxes. We'll start with the first one. We have box number 19. All right. Open this bad boy up. We have one of the best young, talented linebackers in the NFL. We've got a good one. How about this? Bobby Okereke. Bobby. Nice. Big Bobby. Bobby's off to an incredible start. 3rd-year linebacker in the NFL. 55 tackles the first 7 weeks. 14 against the Texans October 17th. He's tied for 14th in the NFL in tackles. So only 13 guys have more tackles than Bobby Okereke.
Nice hit.
Nice hit. That is the AFC South. Joseph. First win of the day, Joseph. Bobby Okereke. Try having a 4-year-old that loves Barbie Girl. Matt, that is quite possibly the easiest song to get stuck in your head. I went to my girlfriend's 90th themed birthday party a few months ago. That song played and it was stuck in my head for about a month at least. That is an awful song to get stuck in your head. A catchy song though, but one that easily gets stuck in your head. Joseph Marzio. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, Joseph. If I'm not, let me know. Bobby Okereke. Nicely done. One of the most talented linebackers in the National Football League. The Colts are looking up. They're playing the Titans this week. They've won 3 in a row. They're 3-4. Titans are 5-2. The Colts playing for their playoff lives in this game, I would say. Must win for the Colts.
Big AFC South divisional matchup there.
It's going to be good. It is going to be good. Bobby Okereke is going to have to stop Derrick Henry. Tough task for everyone. Tough task for everyone. Double box break. Our second item of the day. A little classic one here. I believe this guy was part of the OG, the original Super Bowl champs. That is Dave Robinson, Packers tight end, Hall of Fame 2013 Dave Robinson. We're staying hot with these NFC North hits.
And he's not a tight end. For whatever reason, the UA break room, myself included, has thought that Dave Robinson was an offensive guy. He was a linebacker.
Linebacker.
I remember I used to think he was a running back. I don't know why I thought that. I know Donnie thought he was a tight end.
It's probably because of
Linebacker.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, no, I don't know why.
Wikipedia.
For whatever reason, we cannot remember. But he is a linebacker.
Dave
Hall of Famer.
Robinson. Interesting. Maybe he played multiple positions. Back then, guys played a lot of positions. Dave Robinson.
That could be. Looks like he dabbled in kick returning for a couple of years of his career, just 4 years.
Okay.
And that's, he's kind of bounced all over the place, but...
He's a linebacker. That is correct. Dave
Great player,
Robinson
Hall of Famer.
is a linebacker. Oh, I have linebacker. Well, we will for sure know Dave Robinson is a linebacker. He's a name you don't want to forget. He is part of the original Super Bowl champs, played with Bart Starr. Got it done, helping out the Packers. That is Justin Ross. He got a lot of Bears hits in the NFC North. This time he gets himself a Packers hit. So 2 different winners in the Majestic Mini. Number 4, Justin Ross. Congratulations, my friend.
Glad you like it, Justin. Have a great day, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Robinson Mini. We will have a great day. It's been a great day. I'm having a great day. It's so great that we are having such a great show today. A lot of stuff, a lot of different stuff, a lot of minis, a lot of different players. We are having a ball. Have we filled the Halloween virtual yet? I don't know. We probably won't have a wheel spin unless that bad boy fills up very, very fast.
We have not. There are still 6 spots.
6 spots
remain.
left. Let's take a look at where we're looking. Everything is
We've got Tequila Tom 13 for you to do.
Tequila Tom 13. All right, Tequila Tom 13. Number 13, lucky number 13, Jeanette Lee and James Capel. So we have James with 7 slots, Jeanette Lee with 1. James or Jeanette, if you're in here, Chop is in here, I know. Give us a box number for Tequila Tom. Number 13, 20, says Son of Capel.
There it is.
Box 20. I don't know if we have 20. Did you bring up to 20 or 19, Dave? Because I don't have 20 on the ticker. You may look.
I'll tell you what, I'll
and
go
see.
grab box number 20.
He will go ahead and grab box 20 for you, Son of Capel. That is how good we are. We bring over box 20 for you. I think we had 1 through 19. So 20 is coming your way. I'm going to go ahead and random up you guys for the divisions. We've kind of, if you guys haven't seen this before, we're kind of like, we used to sometimes randomize first and then get the boxes. But we are definitely getting box numbers first, putting the box numbers on the screen, and then we're randomizing after, just to make sure that this is as random as possible for you folks. That may be why I got so excited a couple times and got the boxes first before randomizing. So here's a look at our randomizing lists. We have randomized 7 times, as is our dice roll. You're good, Chop. No worries. No worries. James Capel has all the divisions except for the NFC South. So, Jeanette, this will be easy for you. You're looking for the NFC South. James Capel is looking for everything else. While Dave brings box 20, I will have you guys take a look at our chase item of the day. Excuse me, our Dutch of the day. $425. Baker Mayfield full-size authentic. Helmet is yours. That's as low as we'll go for $25. This helmet is in perfect shape minus a very, very minor scratch in the back. Very minor scratch. Back of the helmet, everything around the auto is perfect. Baker Mayfield could be yours for $425. Box 20. Is it in there?
It is not.
Okay. Is box 18 here by chance? I know that's an even number that's here.
Got box number 6.
6 is an even number.
19.
So we have 6. I don't have that in the ticker.
8.
Let me put 6 in there. 6 says Son of Capel. Let's do 6.
Sweet.
Because they like the even numbers. So,
Thanks, Chop.
thank you so much, Chop. So we'll look for box 20. Who knows where that 20 is hanging around? Thank you so much, Chop. 18 was done. That's right. Let me get that off the ticker then, just so everything is updated. 1, 3, 5, and 13 on the ticker. Matt Menard said earlier, I don't know why you guys are avoiding number 5. So who knows? Matt Menard has delivered magic with the box numbers before. Who am I to question? So yet again, Tequila Tom 13. That is Jeanette Lee has the NFC South. And James Capel has everything else after I randomized up those divisions. Not a bad division to have a single division if you know who gets pulled. NFC South, that's right. Tom Brady is in the NFC South.
True.
We are chasing Tom Brady. He is the NFC South. If Jeanette does hit the single spot win in the NFC South and Tom Brady comes out of here, then she's the big winner. That's the one we're chasing. Chasing an all-time legend. Not Tom Brady. Sorry, folks. We have Marv Fleming. Marv Fleming.
All right.
He was a part of the 17-0 Dolphins team, undefeated, the only team to win every game in the regular season and the playoffs. Marv Fleming, he was a 5-time NFL champ. He's got the 5-time NFL champ on the back.
Yeah,
He's got the 17-0 on the front.
Little double inscription, one on the front, one on the back is pretty sweet.
And it's a beautiful looking Eclipse helmet.
Love that.
That is really, really neat.
I love the ink on that Eclipse too.
The ink is beautiful. Marv Fleming.
Nice hit.
He played for the Dolphins, 70-74, 4-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time champ overall, member of the undefeated team. Marv Fleming. Nice. That would be the AFC South? AFC East. AFC East. That is James Capel. I knew it was James because it's the AFC. And James has all the AFC divisions. So James Capel takes home Marv Fleming. Nice hit, James. Chase still has 6 spots. So if you guys want to hop in real fast on the chase, so we can do one of those bad boys before we get out of here. Not a lot of action on that chase. So if you guys want to do that, do it now. Marv Fleming was a tight end for the Dolphins, by the way. Tight end, Marv Fleming.
Alrighty.
So you think, is tonight going to be the night that possibly, we think the Cardinals will win tonight then? Because the Cardinals are the last undefeated team. The 72 Dolphins love to open up the champagne after each team loses a game in the NFL. We have one undefeated team left, the Cardinals. Granted, they play in that tough division. They play the Packers tonight. Chances they go undefeated are pretty low. Do you think they have any chance to go undefeated? 17-game season, too.
I would have to look at their schedule.
I know they play the Rams one more time.
I'm going to have to say, just based off of that being their division, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
But I do think that they will come out of tonight's game undefeated.
Okay.
They will be 8-0. I don't think they're going to go 17-0, though. That division is just too hard.
I'll tell you this about the division, though. The 49ers and Seahawks are very banged up.
That's true.
Those teams are not the teams we thought they were at the beginning of the season.
Well, I do want to throw my hand up here and say that I have always been on the train of the 49ers stink.
Okay.
And I don't understand why they were the favorites to win that division, but I completely agree, and I know what you're saying is they're even worse than I thought, and the Seahawks are struggling.
Well, the 49ers were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
I know.
But injuries have got him. I know George Kittle's on my fantasy team. He's banged up, so I know that. Box 5 for TT14, Matt Menard. So Tequila Tom 14 is filled up. Looks like.
Before we do that, we've got the Halloween Loot Crate.
All right, we'll do the Halloween Loot Crate first.
And those names are already over there.
Those names are already over there. So if you guys haven't seen the Hollywood Loot Crate, this is how it works. I'm going to go ahead and take you folks to our website, and you guys will select one of these boxes. So as you see, box 2 is available, box 4 is available, box 6 is available, box 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So 22 says Son of Capel. So
nice pick.
22, that's the Capel's favorite number.
My favorite number.
Your favorite number, Dave. So actually, this one is a little bit unique. We will go ahead and randomize up those divisions for you, and then we're gonna actually play a video for you in that box to see what happens. That is Son of Capel's birthday, the 22nd.
There you go. Mine as well, Chop. Very nice.
Nice. What months? If you guys want to share. If you don't, you don't have to. The 22nd is also my mom's birthday. October 22nd.
Best month out there.
Best month out there. Dave and my mom share the same birthday.
We actually had a joint party this year.
Yes, it was ballin'. Didn't have it this year. Maybe next year.
Maybe
Dave.
next year.
Maybe next year. All right, so here's a look at your divisions. James Capel's in here. Robert Myers. Katrina also in here. She wanted to have that chase filled up. It has been filled up, Katrina. Throw you guys into your divisions. We've got James in the NFC North, South. James, all the NFC divisions, to keep it simple. Robert Myers has the AFC North. James has the AFC South. Katrina in the AFC East. And James in the AFC West. So we have box 5 for, or actually that's box 5 was for Tequila Tom, box 22 for the virtual series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the randomizer up. You guys see that box 22 is available. That's the one that was selected. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the video for box 22, and you guys will see what comes out of that loot crate. So here's the video, 22. Hopefully our sound works. It's a creepy video, but enjoy, folks. I will write down what you each win. Here we go.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. So creepy. Here we go. The first win. 3 wins in here. It's a loot crate. We've got an Anquan Bolden Florida State helmet.
Very cool.
That's a unique one.
Love that. Okay. What do we got? What we got next?
Dwight Stevenson Miami Dolphins jersey.
Okay.
And Darren Woodson.
Oh, wow.
Cowboys helmet. Signed
Dude.
mini helmet.
All right.
So loot
Grab that
22.
box.
Dave will get loot 22 for you.
And Tequila Tom is ready for you after that remark.
Tequila Tom is ready after that.
Happy Halloween.
Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and mark off our winners here for that one. Take that creepy video off our website. So we had the NFC East is James Capel. Mr. Cowboy himself takes home the Darren Woodson Mini. The Dwight Stevenson jersey is going to the AFC South? AFC East, I'm sorry, AFC East. That is Katrina. Katrina wanted to fill it up. She had one slot in there. She takes home Dwight Stevenson jersey. And Dave will bring that loot crate into here so you guys will see the items that you won. We will show those to you live on the screen. And the Anquan Bolden Florida State helmet. I think Anquan Bolden was with the Cardinals the longest. I believe that is the NFC West. That should be James Capel. I'm going to double check that. I'm going to mark it for now because I'm pretty sure Bolden played longest with the Cardinals. But I'm going to double check with you with the website, with the internet. The website, the internet. To make sure Anquan Bolden. Since Dave is in the other room, I will take a look at Anquan Bolden and see. I think the Cardinals who he played with the longest. Anquan Bolden, Cardinals 03 to 09, Ravens 2010 to 2012, 49ers 2013 to 2015. So I was right. Anquan Bolden, 7 years in Arizona. So Anquan Bolden is going home to the NFC West to Mr. Capel. So congratulations, James and Katrina. We'll open up this loot crate and show you what you guys won. That's unique. Anquan Bolden on Florida State. He was a really, really good receiver. One of the best receivers in the league in the early 2000s.
Definitely.
We'll go ahead and start with him since that's who we're talking about. Anquan Bolden. This is an authentic mini helmet. A shut mini authentic helmet.
Those are so cool.
Those are the best mini helmets that we have.
They're also extremely rare. We do not see those often.
No, and that's why they have this special box that's especially hard to open up. So that is an awesome box that is JSA certified. Let me open up this bad boy. Anquan Bolden. on Florida State. I think he had Bobby Bowden as his head coach, one of the legendary coaches. He recently passed away. Anquan Bolden. Congratulations, James. I bet you don't have an Anquan Bolden on Florida State.
Yeah, that's a nice hit, James.
I don't think you have that one. That's a one to keep, or maybe a possible one to sell if you're looking for unique folks, but that's one that you probably don't have a double of. Bolden, Florida State Mini. Wow. Magic. Magic, Mr. Capel. Magic in the UA Live break room all afternoon long. Put that back in our loot crate. Give you the winning sticker here. We're going to go to Darren Woodson Mini next. We'll save the jersey for last for Katrina. We will show Mr. Capel his Darren Woodson Mini. Darren Woodson was an excellent safety corner guy, excellent secondary guy for the Dallas Cowboys. He was an NFL analyst on ESPN. Darren Woodson, number 28. I think he was an Arizona State star in college. Did it big with the Cowboys. Darren Woodson Mini. Number 28, beautiful signature. James, that's going home to you. Yet another Cowboy in your inventory. And finally, we'll show off the Dwight Stevenson jersey. This is the Halloween loot crate.
Couple of nice pulls from there.
Couple of nice pulls from there. As you saw, you have the same division for all of them. So one person can win the same thing. And we can have multiple winners, as we had in that one. Dwight Stevenson was a Pro Bowl center from 1980 to 1987. He blocked for Dan Marino. Not a bad quarterback to block for. Dan the man himself. He was part of that team that beat the 85 Bears. The only team that beat the Bears in 85 was the Dolphins in the regular season. They almost got back there in the Super Bowl too, but the Patriots beat them. Dwight Stevenson, here we go. Halloween loot crates. I gotta label that bad boy up as well. This is Beckett's Authentified Certified. Beckett certified Dwight Stevenson, number 57. One of the best centers in the NFL in the 80s. He blocked for Dan Marino. He snapped him the football. Dwight Stevenson. Look at that. 57. Beautiful. Thank you so much for filling up the chase of the day. Katrina, I hope you're happy.
UA cash.
Dwight Stevenson. We will give away some UA cash at the end of the show. But before we do that, we are going to do another Tequila Tom.
Yes, sir. One more TT.
Hopefully going to fill up, or not fill up, sell that Dutch if you guys want it, the Baker Mayfield. That is $4.25, as low as it can go. Looks as good as it can. It's clean. Just the back of the helmet has a very, very light scratch on the back of the helmet. I'm going to mark this down. Katrina takes home Dwight Stevenson. I got to get James Capel's order as well. So that'll be good. Dave, while I get these orders updated, I'll talk and ask you a question. Yeah. So final call for you. Cardinals or Packers minus 6.5? Who you got in that one?
I have to take the spread.
Okay.
Or are you saying I have? Like, are you asking just for the spread or for money line?
No, the spread. I think the money line, we're both going Cardinals.
I'll still take the Cardinals.
You'll take the Cardinals to cover.
I will. With no receivers.
Top 3 receivers gone for Mr. Rodgers, including, of course, Devontae Adams, one of the very best in the league.
I think it'll still be a good game, but I just don't think the Packers will be able to keep up.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals could win by a touchdown, cover that 7-point line. That's where I'm leaning as well. But Aaron Rodgers is a bad man, and he's tough to hold back. Nothing would surprise me in that game. Very little things surprise me with this NFL season. We've had a lot of craziness in the sports world as a whole.
We have.
Tequila Tom 14. We got Jeff Grandmason and Matt Menard in this one. I think we've already got the box number called out, right? Matt Menard called 5. So we'll get box 5. You can get box 5. I guess you're getting up to get box 5. I will randomize the divisions while Dave gets box 5. Matt Menard said, don't forget about box 5 hanging out there. So he has not forgotten. We have not forgotten. Here we go. Matt Menard versus Jeff Grandmason, head-to-head. Matt Menard calling out the box numbers has brought us magic in this break room before. Let's see if he can deliver again. 7 times on the randomizer. There's Matt Menard up top, also at the bottom, so I know that means he's got the AFC West. We will take that bad boy down, paste it into our divisions. So Matt Menard is the NFC North, NFC South. Jeff has the NFC East. Matt with the NFC West. Jeff in the AFC North. Matt in the AFC South. Jeff in the AFC East. And Matt in the AFC West. I think that's 4 spots for each person. No, Matt Menard has 5 spots. So Matt has 5. Jeff has 3. All right. Tequila Tom 14. Tom Brady is still out there. Deion Sanders, Devontae Adams, Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor. A lot of headliners still out there, folks. The NFC South is Matt Menard. So this is a Tom Brady Bucks helmet that we're chasing, not the Patriots. So we're looking for the NFC South if you're going to get yourself a Brady. I don't even know that this guy is a headliner. That's how good this series is. How about one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL, a Lunar, Justin Herbert.
Wow.
Jay Herbs.
Let's go.
Is that a headliner, Dave?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You look it up and confirm.
I think that's a hidden headliner.
Hidden headliner
Wow.
for Matt Menard. Matt Menard,
There you go.
you are used to calling out the box numbers, giving us magic and not winning. You are calling out the box numbers and getting magic for yourself. You are
There you go,
winning.
Matt.
Matt Menard takes home Justin Herbert.
Nicely done.
This is a replica.
He was
but
talking up box number 5.
box number 5. He knew what was in there, or he didn't know what was in there, but he knew it was something good, and it certainly was Justin Herbert. A beautiful signature and a beautiful looking helmet.
Best colors in football.
Wow, best colors in football according to Dave. It's between the Dolphins and Chargers for me. It's very hard. I lean the Dolphins, but I certainly can see why you would pick the Chargers as the best colors. They are certainly a thing of beauty. Justin Herbert. Beautiful. 14 boxes down in Tequila Tom. 36 to go. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but I sure won't pass that up. Thanks. So you're probably expecting Tom Brady. Is that what you're chasing, Matt, or is there someone else that you really, really like in that series? Last time we asked you what you were chasing, you said you wanted Barry Sanders. I know you're a Detroit fan. You got the Barry Sanders Lunar Lion King signature. That worked out for you. So maybe if you say what you're chasing, it'll work out well. I'm guessing you're chasing Brady, but I don't know if there's like a secondary hit in there that you really like. I mean, what's the secondary hit for folks in that series besides Tom Brady? What do you guys want, if not the Tom Brady? Because there's a lot of great players in there. 36 more boxes to go in that series.
Plenty of boxes left in that one.
Plenty of boxes left. Although I have a feeling that come this time tomorrow, or for sure Friday, we may not have many left. If we had 14,
Oh, it's Friday.
we have 14 knocked off now. By the end of Friday, chances are that there will be 0.
We got 15 is ready to go for you, Kamen.
15 is ready to go.
I think that'll be our last box of the day.
All right, 15 for Tequila Tom. The Jefferson would be nice, says Matt Menard.
That'd be cool.
The Jefferson does sound nice. So we got Jeff Grandmason and James Capel in there. So Jeff and James, if you guys got a box number for Tequila Tom, number 15, let's see, what other numbers are in there? I've got 1, 3, 5 is done. We just did 5. Do we have an even number? I know the Capels like even numbers. Son of Capel says 5. He'll keep it easy for us. We just did 5. Son of Capel. I literally just was taking it off the ticker, as you said.
3,
1, 3, and 13 on the ticker.
17,
17.
15.
All right, we got 13 is there, right?
19. I think we might have done 13.
Did we do 13?
I'm thinking we did because I'm not seeing her in here.
He's
We
not.
brought her in. I'm thinking we did her.
All right, Jeff, I'm sorry. Looks like we did do 13. Been getting these numbers off the ticker as we go, but we might have
1, 3,
missed
15, 17, or 19.
All right, so we got 1 Son of Capel called out. 1, 3, 15, 17, and 19.
All right.
Jeff, I hope 1 is all right with you. That one was 13 is off the ticker. I've been getting those off the ticker as we go, but looks like I forgot 13. I think that was 13 was maybe the one we had just done 2 times ago. So we will do 1. We will randomize those divisions. Jeff, let us know if 1 is all right with you. Sorry that 13 was not available. All right, randomize.
Box number 1.
These bad boys up. Jeff Grandmason, James Capel, mano y mano.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck, folks. Going 7 times here. Quadrina says, did I miss the Halloween break? I had to go get a kid from school. Quadrina, you did miss the Halloween break. I do have some good news for you, though. You won a Dwight Stevenson jersey.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl center for the Dolphins. He blocked for Dan Marino. A really, really good blocker. Great center. One of the best in the game. Jeff called out 17. Jeff, I'm sorry. 1 was called out by Son of Capel. Before that, we have the divisions ready to go. Again, Jeff, I apologize on 13 being gone there. Son of Capel was next with number 1. Jeff says that's fine. Appreciate that, Jeff. We have you in the NFC North. That division has been hot for you today. James Capel in the NFC South. Jeff in the NFC East. James Capel in the NFC West. And then James has 3 out of 4 divisions in the AFC. Jeff has the AFC West. Tequila Tom, number 15. Yeah, Katrina, you got yourself a Dwight Stevenson jersey. Single spot in there. Tequila Tom, number 15. 15 down, 35 to go in this great series. We're still chasing Tom Brady himself. Or at least for now we are. Let's see what's in here. All right. This is one of my favorite nicknames in sports. This is Maurice Jones-Drew.
Nice.
His nickname, Dave?
Yeah,
Pocket
a couple.
Hercules.
Pocket Hercules is probably his most famous one.
Pocket Hercules. Maurice Jones-Drew was an all-pro running back. He led the NFL in rushing yards, I think 01, one of those early seasons. He was also a great pass catcher. Maurice Jones-Drew did it big for the Jaguars on a beautiful Eclipse helmet, signed at the front, Pocket Hercules. That is the AFC South, and that is James Capel.
Nice hit, James.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah, he was a bowling ball.
He was
awesome.
good. He was good. He was short,
Yeah.
but really, really good.
Yeah.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Nice hit.
James Capel. Wow. So, all right. Jones-Drew. Yeah, he was one of the best running backs that I grew up watching. Right when I
Yep.
started watching football.
Big fantasy guy.
This big fantasy guy, he was a great running back at UCLA, and then he was a great running back in the NFL. Jones-Drew, Pocket Hercules. I love guys who sign their nickname. Yesterday we had Deion Sanders' helmet that he signed primetime coming out of that Brick Wall series. That was sick. Today we have Pocket Hercules.
That was sweet.
That is sweet.
Nice hit, James.
James Capel.
Nice way to end the day.
Nice way. Well, before we end the day, we do have the wheel, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
We have some UA cash.
You know I would never forget about that wheel.
We can't forget about the wheel.
All right.
Everyone that was in that Halloween virtual box break, you know what? I'll put this here because we're running out of room. We'll put this bad boy here. We will go ahead and pull in our list from there. Thank you. Halloween. Thank you so much, folks, for filling up all the breaks today. I'll do a last reminder on the Dutch before I do the top spot here. Last call. This will be up probably for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes after the show maybe. Baker Mayfield helmet. It is a full-size authentic helmet. The only blemish is a very small mark on the back of the helmet. Very small scratch on the back there, right there. It is JSA certified. It is full-size authentic. $421. Matthew Menard says, oh my. Yeah, ABS, anyone but Steven, because he spins 9s on the top spot chase. Yeah, Steven has spun some low numbers. So copy those names in, company man.
Steven likes to call him.
Steven's birthday today, by the way.
It is his birthday.
So happy birthday to Steven.
Happy birthday, Steve-O.
Donnie's work anniversary too. We had someone in the office also has a baby. Big day in the UA team. Big day. So that is Robert Myers, Katrina, and James Capel going for that UA cash. So I will take that list and do the top spot in our list randomizer. I saw that. That's a buddy of mine, Chris Roberts, was giving me a hard time about the wheel. He said I would have spun a bad wheel number, but I spin all 50s or higher. I spun a 98 for James Capel.
Sheesh.
I've gotten pretty much 50 or higher for everyone. So that was just a buddy of mine messing around, Matt Menard. He means no harm. We're going 7 times for the top spot. So randomize the list 7 times. As you guys see, top spot is James Capel up here.
There you go, James.
James, you get a chance to spin for some UA cash. Start on 54, please, says son of Capel.
54.
So 54.
Right.
James Capel
luck.
is our top spot.
Here we go.
Matt Menard says, I didn't know it was his birthday. Now I almost feel bad for throwing shade his way. Almost.
Here you go, James.
That was a big spin, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
You went all out on that one.
Oh, it's going to be good.
It's
going to be good.
All right.
74.
74 big
There it
bucks
is.
for James Capel.
There you go, James.
Some UA cash. 74 bucks. You can get yourself another spot in that Tequila Tom tonight, tomorrow. Probably not long after that because that series is going to be gone.
Truly.
74 big bucks on the UA cash. James Capel. All right, guys. That'll do it for the day. It's been a great afternoon show. We did 15 Tom breaks, Tequila Tom breaks. So 15 boxes down, 35 to go. We still have Tom Brady out there. We still have Devontae Adams, Deion Sanders, Justin Jefferson, Kyler Murray, Lawrence Taylor, Michael Irvin, all the headliners but Travis Kelsey. So we'll be back tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time, 12 and 7 Central Time on the weekdays, 2 and 8 Central Time on the weekends. Dave, thanks so much for all the help today.
Thank you,
and
Kamen.
thank you guys for filling up all the breaks. We will call it at an afternoon. Have a nice day, everyone.
We'll see you guys tonight.
We'll see you tonight, and I will go ahead and play our outro video.
Thank you for breaking with Ultimate Autographs in the UA Live Break Room. If you had an awesome time, you can join us again every day. We are live breaking certified sports memorabilia at noon and 7 p.m. Central Time every weekday, and 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time on the weekends. As a reminder, if you purchased a spot in a break that did not fill, your spot will transfer to the next UA Live Breaks broadcast. Lastly, if you earned UA cash today, the funds will be added to your account in 24 hours. Thanks again for breaking with Ultimate Autographs. We hope to see you again soon.